Okay, blue team TDM?
Team Deathmatch TDM, yeah.
Is red team like mountain? Is that what we're calling them?
Yes, I'm not gonna spell the full name out ever. There's no way I can be bothered doing that. My ketchup, if you're watching this back, fuck your team name. Dude, I love being like live and then talking to people in the vault later. Great.
Are you live? Let me check.
I should be. I mean, I just went live, so.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, 2 games tonight. This one's the first one here in low. We have a mid game later as well. Both in fairly similar positions. Neither of the 4 teams we will see tonight can make playoffs this week with a win. However, if they lose, they definitely don't make playoffs. So this is to stay in playoffs race entirely. I think this is 18, 19 points in low. Something along those lines here, so it's high up the table. But you gotta get a W to stay in. Yes, it's 19 points on Mountain and 18 on Team Deathmatch. They're 13, 14, 15, somewhere around that range right now. Going to the first mid fight here. Okay, let's see who takes this first. Bit of the aggression early for the red team. Bombs go deep, get some good damage. Do lose Hyzze in the end, so she's down. That's the medic taken back. TDM have to leave empty-handed in terms of like really any other results other than the med kill here, but they have their own alive for just a second longer. However, Nioh finds the kill in the end. A really quick bomb made sure the med goes down at the end.
Oh no, just at the end there when Zek could have got out through lower, he just stayed in a tiny bit. He was unsure if he should go back to the pack on point or just leave through Africa. And that got him killed at the end there.
Ooh, that's actually something important I forgot. You don't have any casting central stuff, right?
No, I don't.
Ooh, that's gonna be annoying because nicknames are probably fucking awful on the server right now.
I might just refer to them as med then.
I mean, I can run you through the teams real fast. Blue team is, let's see, the soldiers, well, one is on Engie right now, that's Lacurio. Choco's on Scout, probably Structic or something along those lines on the server right now. Kingorcoc on Soldier, Jimmy on Soldier, Good Stuff on Demoman, and Jaxi on Medic. Red team is wiitabix Scout, Numb Scout, that's the one with the buff right now. Nioh on Soldier, Solare on Soldier, Ketchup on Demoman, and Hyzze on the Medic.
Oh, it's roughly the same as what I got.
Well, I mean, Nioh is his switch name, which I actually don't have fixed myself either. I should probably. But I mean, it's like decipherable as Nioh. So that's fine. Anyway, last push is looking mighty good already. Look at the damage sticking there. wiitabix cleaning up everything that's put in front of him, and that's gonna wrap up the round.
That was a very good push.
That's the lead for Mountains here. It's a quick one actually as well, 3 minutes. Not even, actually 2 minutes, never mind. That's a really quick start to the map here. Don't want to get stuck in the last damage all too much. See what they can do for the next one here. I mean, they were close to winning. Well, they were close to getting away with it, at least on Team Deathmatch. So let's see if they can do a better job with it this time around here. Just denying the bombs as good as they did last time should already help quite a bit.
They're much faster on the bombs this time.
Yeah, the bombs come immediately in here, but both just go down for a lot of damage, granted, but no one's aggro to take position with the scout far back. Demoman tries to get some pipes going. It's Choco finding the kill in the end, but they're just outnumbered right now. They're still walking in, though. They're trying the hardest about this. Get the Demoman there for the Demoman as well, and that should spell the end of this one. A really late attempt by Mountains to fight back, but hey, it works.
Yeah, I think it was just the pacing there. The Soli bombs just came in too early, or the TDM just didn't quite follow up on them. I think that happened on both these mids now, so it'll be interesting to see if they can fix that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, this one was clearly better, right? In some ways, anyway.
It was better. It looked good to start, but there's just a lack of follow-up there.
Yeah.
But at least they've got the medic alive this time, so
yeah,
we should have a bit of a last hold here. Yeah,
that should significantly up the chances to get out of this one alive. Not so much for the soldier already, maybe not for both. Jimmy also goes in right after. Gets away for the now, gets wiitabix killed in the end here. So that's not the worst end result for them just now. Probably nothing Mountains will really try to last. I mean, it's lower division. Sometimes people dare do something silly onto last points and something more daring than you see towards higher divisions where people usually understand what each other's teams are capable of and play it a lot safer. Sometimes you see the funny business happening here. Looks like they might want to go for something to shut it. They're setting up like they might, but doesn't look like they will in the end. We'll have to work away on the stalemate a bit more.
They're working as well.
Oh, wait. They're just working to spam. Ketchup just drops the medic out of nowhere, just spams through drop down.
No way. They just immediately used Fruit Shadow after that. I think that's completely the right call.
Oh, look at the NG as well. That's even better. The Lacurio stuck on the gun, and there's so much cleanup right away. Look at this, the DM difference that we saw a little bit on mid-fight. It's clearly showing in the last points as well. Really fast cleanup out of nowhere here. wiitabix on Spy, trying to main class.
Even need to spy.
Trying to main class here to help out the situation, but not required at all. That's another quick one. This one was faster than the other one too, and we had a medic living the mid-fight too somehow. This is wrapped up faster. That's really surprising, but Team Deathmatch down to 2 now. Mountains looking strong right now.
Let's see if they're gonna go with these fast Solly bombs again.
Yeah,
At least they've won this time onto the demo now.
It works. Yeah, that's a really good start here for them.
Out. Yeah, they've adjusted.
Yeah, everyone's trying to go in. That's a nice rocket by Nioh though to claim another scout. 2 down each makes us a little bit awkward here. And the red team has the high ground as well. Stops him from taking a lot of position. Solare cleaned up of that as well. Lacurio takes the fight over the point with the other scout, but red scout beam forward all the way. No chance for Lacurio to lift that. It's just the demo having to get out of there with the medic, trying to keep the med alive this time around. Pipes flying, but only one won't kill. Even of the scouts, the med stuck completely, will go down. It's going to be another quick mid win for Mountains. That was a very fancy
given opportunities to escape again, but
Dejvi like high bombed going into mid, trying to take the pack and saw high bombed nothing, can't even take the pack before being cleaned up again as well.
I saw the play. I thought he was gonna like strafe and land on the medic, but committed to blocking the point, I guess.
It's blind, right? You can't know where they are. I guess you're just gonna take the 50-50 in this case. So that's a bit awkward. Hey Panda, what up? Alrighty, let's see. It's another big Uber ad push for the red team here. Hyzze has her Uber ready, and that's gotta do some work here with how it's been going so far. There's some resistance here. Gun, as long as the engine lifts, could be really good. Same with the heavy being a huge roadblock, but we'll see about that as the push comes forward. And ketchup wisely opts to shoot the engine before the gun even gets hit at all, and that's just gonna be a kill and the push towards point to wrap things up. Really good stuff by Mountain.
Oh, hi Panda. Yeah, that's just such a dominant performance on the last there. That's just... They know exactly what they want to do there.
Alright, yeah, this is like 2 minutes rounds each right now for Mountain. They're running away with this completely. And like we said earlier, the points matter here. You really want to gonna... You can't afford to lose anything here. Really, if you want to get to the playoffs. So, important steps made here by the side of the red team to get to playoffs. Let's see if they can keep up the performance here, if Team Deathmatch can fight back. It's not too late yet, but it's very late to try, but not too late to get the medic. He bombs over point. You were talking about them all game. Get the job done here. Huge damage by the soldiers.
Oh no.
Oh, that gets the medic as well. Just wiitabix alone. Well, at least Choco doesn't go down to Solare as well. That could have been even worse if they somehow lose complete control of mid there at the end. At the end of the day, I mean, it's... It was. It just beasts in there. Hyzze is on trouble as well, though. They're just walking in. They know they have to get the saw, but nowhere close to having the one Uber saw won't save the day here at all. They're still stuck fighting. I mean, they had to be, right? You gotta get them at that in some capacity, otherwise they will walk in on you later. Problem is, they all die, so they might still lose mid anyway.
Yeah, they're committing so many resources to get the med here. Both Sollies, like, on the mid for the med there and there. Another 2 on second.
And no one was with Jaxi as well, mind you, so like they have no advantage out of this practically. This is 20 purely on the mercy of no one picking up Hyzze from spawn. Like they actually it's like 30-40 at this point, but they don't know that, right? They have to expect this to be much less.
But I mean, they've got to go for something, right?
I suppose so. Like
down, I would hope they try to get through into mid, maybe. Perhaps go Sora, just, I mean, some teams here might try to use through Kitchen, but it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Yeah,
time's certainly not quite against them yet, but, I mean, it is 3 rounds, and, I mean, I alluded to it earlier, this damage here can take that time if you don't get something going fast, so...
I mean, they are positioned quite far back right now. I'm concerned they're just gonna let this ad disappear.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, they're not opting to do anything with it at all, so... Oh, I thought that was the momentum shift we needed there.
Well, on we go into the stalemate, which is good news for Mountains. They can catch a breather here, slow things down again, and get the ball rolling once again, maybe. Haven't really seen the stalemate too much this map, though.
No, not at all.
There was like technically one on last, but that got ended very quickly by Ketchup just hitting 2 pipes randomly out of nowhere. Speaking of Ketchup randomly doing things, just walks in, tries to take this through, doesn't get dead on by the sticks. He's that were there for the trap. Similarly, so wiitabix tries to walk in. That guy not so lucky, goes down to Jimmy, falls pretty quickly. The end of that one for now. It's a pick, you might be able to work with that. Not, however, if your scout falls the same fate that theirs did, immediately walks into a rocket, instantly goes down, and probably still down here. Maybe off classes once again. I mean, we've seen a wiitabix fly before. It didn't get to do much before. Might have a chance this time around.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. I wasn't really seeing any sort of plan there. I was hoping to see maybe some sort of solly sack coming in from Mountain then, or...
I mean, the problem so far was just that every time they wanted to do something, it's just someone tries to take position choke and instantly dies to a soldier.
There we go. Out from window.
Ooh,
Picks up
brilliant.
the demo.
It's chucked towards the medic as well. That could have been really bad.
It's, I mean, still pretty good play. I'll take a demo there.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you can make worth of this. Question is if they do. We are on low, so having like good grass pushes might not be a given. And they're like trying to take position, but they're really hesitant about it and just eating a lot of spam and choke. Not really going anywhere, just get ketchup peaks once again. There's a scout AFK on the roof. Doesn't get hit by a direct pipe there.
I think they really probably wanted to start aggressing Saw. I know a lot of teams would like to push grass in that instance if there's a demo pick, but really, I think it kind of opens up Saw, you know, all these doorways. There's not as much spam. If you can start sending maybe a solly into cheese there, that might be the kind of play they could do if they manage, like, with that demo pick there.
Oh, looks like they still want picks, and they might get a demo man. Sideline is there, but it is Solare and Sniper now, picking up the rifle in this situation. He had a shot on the demo man. Didn't hit it, and I think 150 wouldn't have done the was full buff or full health demo man in cheese when the sideline was there. Still, Sniper sideline definitely threatens awkward positioning now out of the blue team. Maybe that's already something alone to work up a little bit here, but can't get a good angle yet.
No, I was trying to peek from window there, but that's quite tricky. I think... Yeah, I think they just need to create some space, create some chaos. Which they're doing. They're going for some pipes here, just trying to work the angle. I wish the sniper was just a bit more aggressive peeking here. It doesn't really matter if he dies, so... Not getting any luck from Saw, so rotating grass here. Maybe try to get a pick onto the flank, start working it from there, but...
Wait a second. I need to make a very important tweet.
Oh, okay. They just walk in through Saw, they just bust. Med catches another pipe. Mountain used later Uber coming out from the TDM there. Managed to catch a lot of players with it. I think this is looking good here for TDM. Depends how well they can recollapse on grass right now. Oh, powerful bombs. Does he pick up the med? Yes. Okay then. Can the medic from TDM stay alive now? There's a scout 1v1 happening in grass right now.
I was also at the same time a demo 1v1. Everyone just taking fights and Mountain is running away with it.
I was so split. I'm worried that they're gonna rush this though.
I find ketchup early. That's a nice pick to have. They kind of are. I mean, it's... Oh, never mind. Someone flanks around. That's the soldier on the medic. Solare gets the kill onto Jaxi. That's a crucial one. Hyzze will have so much advantage out of this.
It was looking so good. Once they had their med up at the end, they just needed to blob up, stabilize, all pushes a team together there, but it was just lone medic and pocket there, just trying to take on the world.
And now it's the Mountain doing what Team Deathmatch couldn't, collecting themselves quite a bit, looking for anyone hiding, found the soldiers, one dies, the other one has to escape, Choco also going down, Jimmy goes in for a second try, but can only find the rocket onto the scout, doesn't even die in the end, wiitabix stays alive, Jimmy goes down, this goes back to the last. For TDM, Mountain slowly but surely making their way back to a position where they might just push last any second now.
Yeah, they're already busting right side here.
Not wasting any time. They don't have yet, but it doesn't really matter. What are they going to do on the other side, right? They can't really go in against that. Being players down, you are in the situation. You just got to let them take some space here carefully. Hope you get away with it. And at the moment, they might play on point a little bit early before the Uber's up. Can't pop at the end, but the cleanup has to be there. And it looks like it might just be because they have to all block. And that will wrap us up.
Slightly too scared that they were going to rush that at the end there.
They were on point very early.
Bit too eager. Perhaps the medic should have been said, we're 90%, please, don't die.
Well, it all works out in the end. This is map point for Mountain 4 up. Next one could end the game if it once again a red one, and with how they've been playing so far, that might just be what's happening here. Team Deathmatch mid have been slowly getting better. Maybe that's a silver lining here, but they gotta get even more from those mids than they have so far.
They've been looking better and better, though.
Let's see how it goes on this mid fight here. No one's going in as early as the last few times. Lacurio takes some damage over point. Scout there. There's the bomb on the high ground as well. Kingorcoc wants to kill on the soldier, but gets so weak as well. It's a trade in the end. Get numb as well here. Lacurio deep as well. They want these kills. They're slowly but surely getting them. Hyzze goes down to the pipes of good stuff. And that will just about maybe wrap things up. There's still some straggling players around here. Nioh on the medic. Doesn't hit the air shot.
Damn, there was a very, very nice shot on Nioh later on one of the scouts there. Kind of went for the medic a bit early, but nice. Is this the comeback?
I mean, it's a tough one to do, but you gotta believe, I suppose. And hey, at the very least, you know, getting to the mindset that it's doable for the next map is maybe just what they need here.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a feeling that this map may go the way of the mountain. But yeah, if they can get any sort of like momentum going into Snake Water, that's hugely important.
Let's see. Last push can work. Lots of spam catches them immediately. Have to use through power. And also a little bit of Choco off the beam as well. Caught out guard by a sticky Nioh behind them as fates. That could be bad. Ketchup actually just right in on them as well. Just presses W and the entire combo gets the kill into Lacurio there. And that just spells the end to this very quickly. They were not holding back on Mountain on this defense. They just saw the Eva early and all went in the moment it faded.
Yeah, it's so weird to see a Pyro come out that far to contest them. Usually that would be like just instantly clean up the Pyro, and that's just a free pick with the Uber. But
that's low for you. Sometimes weird things happen.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was weird.
And if it's off to your playbook, then you don't have practice against it.
I feel like the difference between that left side push and the other one from Mountain was that there was only the 3 of them in the Uber. Again, it just feels like they're rushing these situations.
Crits?
Oh, and a crits!
And catches the soldier. That will be a fall damage death after the sticky does connect here. Not much else. Numb gets a flash, takes on Lacurio. That's what ends. Straight 2-4-2. wiitabix still on NG on this somehow as well. Bomb on the medic. Jimmy barely falls short to get the kill onto Hyzze. He will stay alive at about 50 health. Escapes a long way around. While the rest of the team does the damage. And look at this. They're just deep. Ketchup hits the pipes. Jaxi Choco down. Nioh already on the way to last. Oh, finds the Devilman and finds the kill with a pipe on him as well. But a kill's a kill. No Devilman anymore.
Wow. Got to say, I've not heard of Nioh before, but he is really, really quite powerful this game.
Danish game, I'm pretty sure.
It's impressive stuff.
Alrighty, back to last it goes. Mountains finally have a chance to maybe just close out the game. I like how they're so concerned about the forward spawn. Better than not being concerned about it at all, I guess. There were people in there for the longest time, but not anymore. Can leave that unattended. It still crits as well. Hyzze didn't actually die earlier after the crit quick. That might make things awkward here. Let's see, I suppose.
Trap, though? No.
There it is. It's one. Any more? Any Dyers? Nope. Well, I mean, I guess everyone else cleaned up because it was that combo hiding. So it was the flank just by themselves, completely stuck forward. And just getting picked up by the rest of the red team here that wasn't on the crit. The bombs at the end, looking better for the blue team right now. Jimmy on the point actually nukes them as well. Gets numb. Hyzze stuck there with the boss on hand. Tries to win the fight herself. The sword's not landing. Pistol shots for wiitabix Ado, but they're just outnumbered now.
Oh, I thought for sure then that Mountain were gonna win that. There was one hope early on with a trap above that far right side, but it got blasted away on accident. The soldier that went close took some splash and it blasted the trap away.
Well, at least they killed Jaxi as well. So that's at least not disadvantage for the side of Mountain. They can keep on whittling away at this last point here and maybe hope to have it work eventually. To their benefit as well. No one switched off to Nioh class just yet. Might change here. Yep, Lacurio realizes might want an engine here while they're building. He might as well build a gun.
Yeah, it's would be advisable in this situation. Certainly something I'd tell my scouts to do.
I mean, I guess you do have some recent load of experience having, like, mentor/medic the team in recent memory, but you'd be surprised how many teams just, like, can't be bothered building guns in lower divisions.
You'd be surprised at how many don't in higher divisions as well.
So weird. Like, it's such easy denial to have and such a huge roadblock to take space.
Oh, and they're going for the more forward sentry gun spot here. Let's see if they, in order to make this hold work, there's certain things they have to do with their soldiers and their demo, but I don't think they're quite set up properly for it.
I saw the same sentry gun spot yesterday, but like even slightly more forward, so it didn't cover drop down, and I hated it.
They've decided to take a trade into lobby here. I guess it's just because of the time and the rounds. They've gone for some more aggressive things, but oh, and it seems it's worked out for them. That's an insane play. It's the type of play that just shouldn't really work. Just trading into lobby like that. But they've managed to make it work, and they'll pick up second from it.
I mean, it's like tentatively so working, right? Sure. It's...
Oh, well, they could still maybe lose the second here, and now they are at like a 20% disad.
That's exactly, yeah, Hyzze is like faster to get here. Everyone's really hesitant though to actually fight back on second. It's such a repushable point a lot of the time, but not taking their chances here, Mountain. Played a little bit conservatively, should be aware of the advantage they have, so that might be just the way they want to approach this with in the end. About to have you soon at 70%, big advantage as well, about 25. That's already making some space towards the side of kitchen entrance into second here. Nice pipe by Ketchup as well to claim another kill. And this is just going to get them so much space by the time they already are all gone on blue.
They're used to trying to catch them in lobby. I think they will find 2 picks here, but the medic does appear to have survived.
Make that free though. Jaxie's Uber needs to stall for so much time. Kingorcoc will spawn. That's nice, I suppose, but Matt doesn't have yet. Any other kill will just be disastrous for the blue team right now. That will take out Kingorcoc as well. This is going to point. They have to block, and Jaxie just doesn't have yet, and they just have to see this point go the way of Mountain.
That was a very dominant first game. I liked how TDM, they were picking it up a bit towards the end. They did fix their mids. Every time at the start, their mids just weren't really strong at all, but they did manage to fix it, and they were looking more confident later on, so I'm hoping maybe we can get like a closer match on Snakewater.
Yeah, hopefully. It is good for me though, because that will alleviate any scheduling issues for a game starting at 21.
Ah, yes.
So we should be well on schedule for that, unless it's even worse a roll here, which let's hope that's not the case. But yeah, that was a strong performance by the Mountain Gang.
Yeah, it was impressive. It was interesting to see what they did. In a lot of these situations, sometimes I felt that they were like really aggressive with peeking things, and then others like towards the end there, they really could have contested second. Not really given them after that trade. I really felt they should have. If I was in that situation, I think definitely contesting second would have been the way to go. But they chose not to. It's kind of they knew they had the ad, and they decided to play that. So I think they were really kind of critical about what they were doing, what they were like thinking about with the way that they played the Uber. So
I will add Nioh to my fake nicks. That was the last play on the server I didn't have. There we go. Okay, next up, Metalworks. For map 2 in this match. We go, nothing to see yet. Everyone's still joining as it goes. That's 3 points to Mountain. Like I alluded to earlier, is pretty relevant right now. They're at 19, which is to say, now they're 21. Caught up with the rest of the top 10-ish range right now on low. Don't think there's too many other low games right now. Could change anything on that. Meaning, any more points this week right now, or today, I guess, out of the next map here, and set up for a chance on playoffs next week, as long as they get some points out of that one as well. Yeah, it's doable.
Honestly, this season, just across pretty much all the divisions, has seemed super tight. The competition at the top of the tables, honestly, it can go anywhere. Like, any of these divisions. It's kind of the most competitive season I think I've ever seen. At least looking at the tables and from what I've seen in the upper divs. I've not been paying too much attention to mid or low here, but from what I gather, it does seem like really good competition.
Yeah, I want to say so too. How was Permiship's last match, actually? That's like the only undefeated team in Open left as well. They won. It was actually fairly close, 3-1, 4-2. But even like the undefeated team in Open had some close maps across the board here. That should be an interesting race towards playoffs. Ado hasn't played yet. They're playing actually right now, I think. How's that going? Surely they haven't finished yet, right? You know some people on Ado in Open. Let's see, Steven, how are they doing? Oh, no, I haven't finished yet. No, I haven't. How can I bet? We don't do bets for this match. We will do bets next match, however.
I mean, what are your predictions for the Metalworks?
I mean, it's hard to imagine that we see like a huge bounce back by TDM. Or there's like, I hope there is, of course.
Yeah.
But Mountain just looked like a solid bit stronger. There was some good stuff on the mid scene there. But in the grand scheme of things, Mountain was clearly the better team.
Yeah.
In most areas, other than like a couple of coordinated plays on mid being really good for TDM. Which might get them some mileage on this map, who knows, but overall, Mountain's play was just a lot cleaner in most areas, and that's, you know, goes a long distance.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I do think maybe TDM, the mids on here, like, if they're quite strong, then maybe they have a chance of rolling it, but I am still, if I'm being completely honest, expecting Mountain to win this.
Alright, let's see how it goes for map number 2. It's TDM in blue still, Mountain in red taking it to map 2. TDM won't be making low playoffs this season. Mountain has a chance. Any point counts now for them. In the last 3 maps they play, this is one of those 3. So this is still a lot on the line for them here. And TDM can still decide to ruin their fun.
Let's have a look. Both demos rolling out house here. Both medics rolling out house. Both Solly's high bombing. This is like a mirror matchup.
No one's really in good position after the bomb though for TDM. They're just stuck on the back, trying to live more than anything right now, but decidedly going back in as well, trying to fight back as much as they can. Scouts W forward, Choco goes down to wiitabix. Early pause this match actually as well. We have here a very sudden repush, I want to say, and a little bit surrounded. Scouts in front of him. Granted, numb is pretty weak, but if wiitabix and Solare can combine the damage, this is still very much doable for Mountain.
Yeah, I think I'm expecting TDM to win this mid. So I reckon the pause must come in after that. But
Anyone's ping bad? No. Don't have the window open. Okay, let me actually open the server window right now so I can see if anyone left. Slash DC'd. Take like 2 button presses.
I'm looking in the chat. Oh, I just see it made the sound. Says Nioh. I'm quite sure what that means.
Everyone's on the server. I think, yeah, Kingorcoc just reconnected between maps, I think. So I don't think anyone DC'd, which is usually best case scenario, right? Even like some like random damage class disconnecting, not medic, can still be really annoying. I guess it's better if it's no one crashing at all, but we'll see.
I mean, there's no way this is something like a momentum pause. Like, oh, they've won the first mid. Okay, we gotta stop the game now and talk about this. I do know there are definitely players who do that. If they start losing early on, they just pause, just for the sake of momentum, just to try to slow down their momentum and try to work out what's going wrong. But I would doubt this is the case.
I'd be highly surprised. How many other games are there tonight? A couple. This is a surprisingly not Russian Friday, actually. Looking at this. Like, if you ever pay attention to what teams play Fridays. Yes, Friday is like half teams are Russians on Friday. That's a thing.
Really?
Yes, it's crazy. The moment you start paying attention to it, you notice it like every time.
I guess maybe there's some sort of reason for that, but I can't say. It's very, very rare that I ever play on a Friday or Saturday. Usually those days, just most European teams
most the Hyzze teams don't. It's like, I think the average statistic is like 1 or 2 mid and low teams each, and then like 5 open teams. Which is why most Fridays I just watch an open game at bare minimum.
It's always a thing for like officials to be on Thursdays as well. I wonder, is that like a thing that you notice?
I mean, yes, that's very obvious, right? Everyone plays Thursday. Which is why Thursday is the hardest day for me to decide what to watch. Everyone's playing.
Yeah, too much choice.
I mean, Thursday is just the way, because it's like the middle ground between, it's not on a weekend, but it's also the latest day in the week. I talked actually with a Russian about this for the Russians playing Friday. It's like Friday being like the start of the weekend day kind of thing is like a bigger deal in Russia, I think. Or something like this, he explained. Like,
I mean,
Which means, like, they all have time. Like, he described it as, like, mini holiday kind of thing. It's, like, more relevant, I guess, that it's, you know, start of the weekend there. So that's the explanation I got for that.
Oh, we've got Nioh in your chat right now. What's going on, dude?
The other guy is ketchup as well. Yeah, what's the pause for, my guys?
I saw it, Nioh.
Wow, ketchup, thank you for the sub. Do not watch back the first 5 minutes of the VOD.
Yes.
I need a mug. Unlucky.
Oh. And I'm currently available.
True. That is just factually correct, actually. I think this guy is very open. I've seen him play FACEIT the other day, and he couldn't even do anything without, like, 2 medics up his ass.
Yeah, I get quite, I mean, I'm a pocket main. I can't, like, function without a buff. If I don't have a buff, I can't go anywhere. I just kind of hide.
Like SKS's quote, I can't deal with this guy. That big power crits or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's true. I'm really struggle functioning without a buff. I really struggle to function without sleep as well.
God damn it, what was the other funny FACEIT quote? I have to, like, incorporate this into my cast. Oh yeah, you're laughing now, but it's players like me that keep the game alive, and I don't care what you're gonna do with your 10 chaos if you have nobody to play against. Be glad that I don't mind losing. Do you need to mod VIP fellow casters? I don't need to do anything, no. Hell, apparently I can't even mod people on TFTV anymore because I don't know why. I tried to mod Godfather the other day and it didn't work.
I wouldn't trust me with mod anyway.
You trust me with mod?
I would trust you with mod. Yeah. No, I will trust other people with mod. I just don't trust myself.
Then mod me, smiley face.
Okay. Next time I see you in my chat, I will mod you.
Wait a second. How many mod do I have right now? Just collecting them for the memes.
They're getting admin to merc. Is that a player or an admin? Is that a player named admin or?
I don't know who they're talking about.
Nash. Do we know Nash?
Oh, Nash, yeah, that's Finnish ETF development. Well, time to shut up, catch up, or you'll get banned. You know how it goes. Damn, did I lose some statuses? That's so sad. I can't believe people would unmod me.
Oh, that's very, very rude. I'm just noticing all the hats right now. Oh, we've gone back live. We were expecting TDM to win, and they indeed do. Oh no. I guess they lost Zek towards the end there, but we're expecting him to leave the server anyway.
Maybe his mom just shouted at him in the middle of the mid fight. Just fucking yoinks the power cable from the router. Instantaneous crash. Well, whatever it was at the end, it's blue point right now on mid, but that might be subject to change. Mountain Walk in here, immediately trying to just change that fact pretty quickly. The moment on point, spamming each other down, but it's Jimmy and Kingorcoc going down. First of all, stuff stuck on the high ground as well. Many getting pushed by the Evo as well. They pop through very late, but they'll have to. Hyzze is weak. But that's all fine in the end if they clean up basically everything. Just Lacurio stuck in the back here, trying to maybe get through. Nice direct, and another one to follow suit as well. So that cleans up the kill that Nioh put up. There you go, mid-fight eventually taken back by Mountain Disco, straight 2 seconds as well.
Nioh taunting on the point there instead of remembering about the forwards. I want to see his frag movie after this season. He's hit some really, really, really impressive shots. Oh, and there we go. There's the pause.
A power pause?
My HUD at the moment, I cannot tell
No,
what
yeah,
is going on.
it's
Is
one
there a
down.
fix
There's
for
the
that, or-
rejoin. So Matt is back on the server now, but it is Nash. On my end, it's still just Jaxi until the pause is fixed, but it is in fact Nash.
Do I have to retry? Or?
No, you just have to wait pause time plus 90 seconds and it's fixed.
Ah, okay.
That's how pauses work normally. Just on my end, it actually says 6, but it still says Jaxi because good game. Anyway, they're just kind of on point.
Yep, they just Uberad, push bridge, no one was near the point, Scout gets on the cap, round.
It's like the soldier body block too, but pressed S 1 second. That's just it. By the way, Warped, I have a fairly confident theory that the vertical cap zone on this map on Last is much smaller than on other maps.
Really?
Yes,
I've never
I
noticed.
swear.
No, I have noticed it actually. Yeah, if you jump on second point, you stop capping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like on Last as well. Like, I swear this map is the tiniest vertical cap zones of all maps. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny. Ooh, clean rocket.
From Jimmy there.
Oh, another one as well. Cleans up numb at the end of this one. They're 3 down though on the blue side here. And that's the counter frags coming through. They know they have to go in and they instantly go for it as well. Great stuff to get Jaxi there. And that might just get the mid fight for them as well.
Soldiers are just so powerful on this midpoint. They're just making everything happen right now.
Turns out soldiers are just powerful when they're really good at hitting rockets as well. And certainly that's the case right now. Alright, that's the first few minutes of the game. Under wraps, Mountain back in control and back in the lead. Maybe not quite a quick pace from the beginning of last map here, but certainly still in the dominant position right now. Someone's still walking around second. That's Lacurio just on an adventure, and that's not gonna end too well, but it could be worse, I guess. Might get out, get stuck on the wall.
I was just curious to see what was going on
So is the rest of the team, but it's not gonna end nearly as well for them. Kingorcoc down as well. They try to refight, find a low Nioh in the under area, but can't really dare to push that too much. They know this point's lost. They'll have to accept that fact. Let them have the point. Let them have and the shot at Uber last and the late switch to NG means this gun won't be properly set up as well.
Did they send any sacks now while they can? Yep. Oh no. He goes for it, fails the jump. There we go. It's a deep bomb onto the demo. Does he find the kill?
Yes!
Oh, no.
That gets out to spawn though. Cleaned up for Lacurio. That's all fixed in the end. Still, they got some space. They're getting some captain. They also spy on them too on Shutter. They panic. Pop Hyzze was weak. Can't afford to drop 2 pistol shots there. So just a pop through. He catches Jimmy as well as the gun is down. And Jaxi, or Nash, sorry, ends up dropping a player as it all goes down. That was like a bit of a makeshift push by a Mountain, but they did everything right given the pressured situation they were in. They just really made the most of the bit of space they had there.
That was a very, very weird situation. Jimmy was actually hiding under the bridge the entire time, like 30 HP. And he managed to like kill the scout that was capping there early. It was pretty weird. But didn't manage to save the players with the Uber in the end there.
We go to mid-fight number 3. Mountains 2 are up, so once again CDM's a chance to try to fight back a little bit. Kingorcoc goes up high early, tries to find the damage on the combo, finds so much on the medic. It's not lethal on ketchup either, but there's some follow-up on that guy at least. Rest of them not really getting over point out too much. Shoko with some follow-up here, but while the scout's forward, Nioh just goes deep in behind the scout, and that scout cannot clean up that kill in time. In fact, will just go down as well to wiitabix's cleanup in the end. Wrap around by Nioh, looks for the last player. So the Demoman trying to escape, won't get very far though. Wrap around by Nioh, will catch that. Great job by Mountain.
Honestly, I'm noticing a theme with a lot of TDM's mids towards the end of it. Their scouts are just nowhere to be seen. Their scouts will be off fighting on the flank, but really, I think they'd perhaps benefit from having their scouts just playing a little bit more with the medic towards the end there.
Alrighty, on we go to last yet again. Big advantage right away. No need to work for anything. Actually, let's see. Well, they have to chew through some of a defense here at the very least, I suppose. Gonna be a gun heavy that have to work through, but that's it really. So this should be a possibility at least, and they're gladly taking it through main here, it seems.
And they're just bringing the scout onto point straight away.
Yeah, and he will still last long enough that they get the damage going as well. Heavy down, get a soldier. Lacurio has to get there in time, and that's not going to be enough. Yeah, they just quickly recognized what they had to do, and there you go. Now the HUD's fixed as well. It says ananas, like it should.
Ah, yes, there we go. Hyzze was just crouched, hiding in the corner there, like, ooh, can I maybe get this cap? Maybe no one will notice me.
I mean, sometimes the match just has
work.
to do it. Yeah, she got around for them, and that's gonna do it. Mountain up 3-0. Getting this one as well here as we go into the next mid fight. They are on great pace once again. They can make this a very quick match if they want to. Here it goes on this mid fight here. Kingorcoc gets stuck on his jump. Hits some great rockets though, despite not going anywhere. Hits all the damage. Jimmy with some cleanup as well. Finds Solare. Nioh forced to engage from the backlines here, but it looks like they are well aware for this time, but not well aware enough. Lands on the medic. They all looked back, but they couldn't find him in time.
I can't believe he found that pick there. I thought that one, you know, they're all around the medic that time. There's no way he gets the medic there. Is there? Wow,
That really shouldn't be, yeah.
impressive stuff from Nioh there. Wow.
That's a crucial kill once again, but it's a little bit more work now to get back into pushable positions here, because they're all on second, trying to make their lives difficult. Catch numb with a sticky trap. Someone's still around here as well. It's Kingorcoc on the medic. Gets dangerously close. The Hyzze will die to 4 damage. Oh, she hoped it would regen in time, but it didn't. That is so unfortunate.
Wow.
At least we live in a world where it's not random fall damage making you die there, right?
Yeah.
You just know she gambled for the regen kicking in a time, but it didn't work. I respect it. If it was still random fall damage, that is just 100% incorrect to do though. Uh-oh, high bomb coming through, lads, right on the medic. Great stuff by Nioh, and Jimmy trying one of his own clean rockets in return. All soldiers just going hammers right now this match, but it's like a very even exchange so far. Everyone's still fighting near alley here. Oh, this sticky was ready. Devilman on blue missed the sticky earlier, misses some pipes, and then Scout walks back into it. There's the cleanup onto the mat as well. Once again, Hyzze will go down. This time clearly didn't stand a chance. Solare with some more might have seen the mat go down, but at least they see themselves be the winners of this massive little engagement here on second to maybe just reclaim mid. Problem is their spawns coming already on mid, and while it's less people on blue right now than there's alive on red, they have heals, and that might just be threatening enough to force a red team out of mid immediately.
Oh, yep, cleaning up some feeders, yep. Just, we have heals in-house, yeah, come to us.
And unfortunately, won't make the mistakes of going there. Yeah, Soldier Bomb as well, won't get too far. Maybe not even out, barely so actually as well. Just about escapes the bullets there of the pistol. That's blue team claiming mid back after all this messy fighting here. But red team, Mountain is not really out yet either.
And they've got to, like, remember that they have an Uber ad right now. Like, from the side of TDM there, so they don't want to be this close in-house.
Oh, there's a trap here as
Looks like
well.
they want to use it as well.
Oh, the trap gets the demo man.
And they want to use it, but now the Ubers are evened. This is just going to be an awful
Oh
trade.
no, Ananas goes down! At the wrong cam, I didn't even see it, but they just pop through instantly after this. Try to just clean up what they can here as quickly as they can, and whatever's alive is not very healthy. Kingorcoc maybe gets out of there. No, juggled stickies by ketchup. Catch the soldier, and the courier just spawns, so there's nothing you can do about any of this as a scout here. A really, really unfortunate position for TDM, but great work by Mountain to make it count when it counts. Try to get this into second. Don't beat out the spawns, but certainly beat them in the 1v1 here. Demo fight goes ketchup's way, some stickies almost claim the scout as well. And that is the rest of the team coming through after the mid cap, and everyone will just have to leave now. Alrighty, it's sizable advantage actually to Hyzze as well. That should be pretty tough to contest with on last for the side of Team Deathmatch. If not, for some great plays being made. This is one of them. Sniper to numb helps as much as it's a nice little kill there. It's only a scout. Might not threaten them away to push anyway, and in fact, they won't stop at all. They're just going in right away. Catch Kingorcoc instantly on entry here. Lose another one to the sniper. Lacurio gets another one. Bombs towards points, but they're being outnumbered now. Or do they? The bomb's actually doing massive damage. Just the force coming out as well. Ananas gets in time. That might just save the day, but they can't go anywhere. They have only these 2 players, and they need to stay on point, so they hope people come their way, and they kind of do. They try to go on point after the Uber fades. Great rockets by Solare to just juggle a guy in the sky and instantly take him out. Really good stuff there. That did not look at any point like Mountain really should take this, but
No.
They just had better team deathmatch, it seems.
Wow. They beat Team Deathmatch at their own game. Wow. I'm just shocked by everything that just happened.
Well, match point. Mountain can wrap this game up right here, right now. This mid fight's looking good. Team Deathmatch on the last legs to get any points out of this week here. Playoffs is already off the table. It's just for their table position at the end of the season. Bombs coming through. Nioh is just trying to run away from the bombs, actually. It ends up killing Kingorcoc by accident with it. Just jumps all across the map here. And somehow is still alive at the end. And still behind them, too. Yeah, that's the mat going down too as well. Really, really good stuff here.
Wow, I'm sensing the... to be fair, I think from Ketchup there, he just did so much damage onto the scouts early on the low ground. Kind of stopped any kind of follow-up that they could have had on that mid-fight there. And this is beginning to look like the end here.
It might just be with how solid they've been looking into last so far. On the side of Mountain, it's hard to imagine them beefing this at this point here. They did last one with 5. Granted,
Yeah.
barely somehow, but it worked. And that was with 2 people being sniped on entry, so... I don't know. Looking dire. And trap is not even there anymore. They put up another trap, which means the trap that actually would have mattered is gone by the time they're in. Getting this towards point. Damage is struggling a bit here. Get the power eventually. Heavy still standing in the back as well, getting healed. Kingorcoc finds the jump on the medic too, with ketchup, wiitabix, Hyzze, and numb all down. It's just the 2 soldiers, and they're not even in at all.
I honestly was expecting them to just... I know they've been taking all the other, like, uber-ad last pushes there with confidence, but that one, not quite sure what went wrong.
Yeah, it was a lot tamer. Like,
yeah, they didn't play the point straight away like they have been.
yeah, and that just didn't lead to, like, as explosive damage, because no one was standing back hoping they would contest, but no one obviously would come close to that if they're not pressured more than they are usually. So none of that happening here. Oh no.
Oh no, is it that time?
Well, one of these guys is a spy main. The other one is ketchup.
No way!
Take a guess! Never mind, take a guess which one's which, I guess.
I think the spies just got 4 kills between them now.
Pretty much. With 1 assist, I guess, yeah.
Wow. That was just the spies pincered from both angles there.
Well, it's
One
like
from
MS
behind
would
on
say,
mid and another one from in front in the house.
they never really were on their side.
No. Oh my god. What a play. It was such a weird timing for it as well.
One of them wasn't even in, the other one was behind, and one is just in front of them. wiitabix is still there too. Did they hear that? They did! No, wiitabix beefs! Almost gets the demo actually. The demo doesn't get the call there, just didn't turn around at all. Luckily it's the kunai, so that actually ruined the stab onto good stuff there in the end. And that could have been a nice one to have actually. Down for a spy. That's alright.
Definitely.
We are halfway through the map and it's position for Team Deathmatch. It looks more like the end of the game right now. Can they fight at all out of this last point here? Or is this just the inevitable end? Drawing ever closer for them. wiitabix switches to sniper as well, I guess, with a bit of fun on spy. I'm gonna just play it a little bit safer here now.
I mean, they don't have to rush anything. They can just play the sniper. They can just take their time here. And yeah, it's just peeking shutter. They see the demo. Body shot him.
Bomb coming through as well for a bit of damage, maybe? Ketchup getting funny. Tries the offside play.
Yeah.
Doesn't work so well, though.
No, I'm not too sure about that one. I might have just been a bit impatient there. But they're still peeking it, even without a demo down. They're just still peeking it. TDM just aren't punishing this. There's a sniper in Shutter, there's no demos. You should really be punishing this. He's still peeking it!
I mean, why not, right? Has worked. I mean, it hasn't really worked, but it hasn't been punished so far, like you said. Might as well keep going. There's a sniper on the other side now. That might be what they're hoping to work with now on TDM.
There we go. Nice. Oh, no.
I doesn't quite get it. So much damage, but spread across 3 people.
It would have been a really nice play about 10 seconds ago.
Oh, there we go. wiitabix rotates away from shutdown to right side, gets the kill to Shoko right away with that.
Roamer was down. Yeah,
that's 2 picks, and I mean, we've seen them make work of this with just base before. Try to once again. Problem is, there's an Uber this time against him. He is slightly better Uber for Hyzze, has to flash twice, 3 times maybe. as well to make it work well to solo onto Good Stuff here, but Good Stuff can't really go anywhere with this as well. It has to be busy on point, and that's what they're preying on, because the stakes are ready, and with one shot by numb, that's the end of the game. Mountain will win 5-0, 5-0, all 6 points going their way, and that will mean they are at a solid 25 right now, I think.
So what does that mean in terms of playoffs potential?
If they win a map next week, they probably are just in playoffs.
I mean, that seemed like a very, very strong performance, like late on into a season. Do you think they're going to be like one of the top contending teams?
I don't know. There's been like a lot of really good solid teams actually. Most of the teams that are currently in like the top, everyone that's like above Mountain before this match pretty much is like a well-deserving contender. Funnily enough, the team on 12 actually right above Mountain played against both Mountain and TDM. Lost to both, but 4-2 to... Oh no, they won 4-2 against TDM and they lost 6-0 to Mountain, actually, funnily enough.
Well, wiitabix doesn't seem to have much confidence in his team in your chat right now.
Well, he's a edgy spy main, I guess. So his opinion is discarded. Anyway, on to the next one here. Up next, we have pretty much the same position here, 19-18 point teams, actually double 19-point teams. So same situation in mid coming up soon in 15 minutes, so we'll have a little bit of time to spare, but I can find the pregame server maybe.
And that's with tank versus compound?
Yes.
It's interesting. So what's the deal with the compound this season? Because I remember them as winning Div 1. That was the last really I knew of them. So to find them now playing in mid, it's...
Well, the rosters have always been like very like different each season, pretty much, for what it is worth. There's been like 1 or 2 players constantly sticking together. This time around, it's a completely new roster, pretty much.
The Storm just the kind of the center then of the compound.
Sure. Like
Has he moved on to Soldier though? Is that what?
Yes, that's also part of the reason. Well, I mean, they originally wanted to go Div 2 actually, was the plan. To be fair, but you know, we know what happened with Div 2. Like 5 teams in mid wanted to get in, and no one got in, and then 3 teams in Div 2A died, and it's funny.
Yeah, I did see that.
Whose server is this? I found a pregame right now. I don't know whose server this is. This player. Okay, this is not the compound server, but I can give you the SDV anyway, so you have an eye on something at least while we're waiting for a couple of minutes. So yeah, they wanted to make a roster. I think it was specifically him and pijacka, aka Adam, wanting to make a team together towards Div 2 with each other. Picked up, you know, who they ended up being with here: Aaron, Abyss, Dejvi, and Theos. Results were not bad, but clearly not good enough for Admins to decide, yeah, you are the best team in mid to be put into Div 2. So they didn't. And end result is they are very much a good mid team, but decisively not the very best at the moment, from the looks of it. Clearly so, otherwise they would be high up the table where, you know, Super Scoopers and Gunfury are right now.
Just noticed Mist is playing demo right now. What is this? Is this a Div 2 team they're screaming against?
No, this is a mix.
Okay.
That's Dagger
It's
on
quite
it.
a powerful mixed. Oh, what?
Dagger's the medic.
What they do?
Langfong, Raxo, Tantrum, Mist, Dagger. Anyone's fake nicking on your end?
Oh yeah, they're like all fake nicking. Oh, okay, I see the team now.
Yeah. So that's who they're up against. And then the compound is Aaron, pijacka, Storm, Abyss, Dejvi, Theos. I think they need a Merc/sub next week for Medic as well, because apparently Theos doesn't have time. So it's going to be interesting to see. Because that game will still matter, even if they win this week. Next game also matters. Dude, next week's going to be funny. It's the week where you win or you cry.
Yep. I think that week for me was about 4 weeks ago. I think at this point, we've gone past that stage. We've what was it? The 5 stages of grief. We're at acceptance right now.
You know how the saying goes. You are laughing now, but it's players like me that keep the game alive. I don't care what you're gonna do if you 10 KOs. Check my title as well. Okay, title is now Compound vs Tank featuring Warped from the Bus Crew series.
Oh no. I've got to apologize. I'm like way too tired to do this.
It was fine so far.
We'll see. I'll be a bit more warmed up. I think I'm not gonna try to like do a impression of Lucky and try to do type casting. I think I just gotta do my own thing with it.
No, yeah, it was like largely fine. I mean, there's like a few gaps in there we like need to pick up a little bit with our stuff like that.
Yeah.
Certainly stuff to work on, of course, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, this is if I had a bit more sleep and I don't know, was maybe a little drunk, it would have.
Sure.
My casting would be a bit more powerful.
Alright, so I guess the game will start when this scrum ends at some point. Could check if Tank's doing anything right now. I don't know if they know or not. What teams have Compound played so far, actually? Okay, they have only 2 losses right now. Against Yoski's Finnish team and against Offside. That's the only L's they took this season. One against Jumptoad UB and Flowloud. All games I would expect them to win as well. The ones they lost are the ones where I can understand it's close, so the fact that they didn't get any out of this is probably very frustrating. But hey, you can afford to lose too. You can't afford to lose much more than this though.
Currently very immersed in this mixed scrim.
I need to also fix the names on screen. There we go, fixed every bit of information I had to fix. In the meantime, I can start checking results, if any are in, I guess, from today. There was like 1 or 2 more 8 o'clock games, actually. Surely one of which mattered. Somewhere in here. I don't think any of the open games really mattered. I think most of these are somewhere low on the table. I guess the 2040 low game kind of matters as well. It's like somewhere in the middle of the table, but it's not the middle of the table anymore if you win. Oh yeah, and Ado's playing it late as well. Minus for all open players for sure. And actually, is the winner just in players of that? Look back. Yes, the winner of the open game tonight is also just in players. They have 30 points.
Wow.
3 teams are already in open players actually. After this week. 1's at 36 undefeated, 2 at 30.
Not so you've already got some guaranteed playoffs teams then.
Yeah. That like likely wouldn't be 8th either at the end of the season.
I've got to be honest, I've not been keeping track with any of these teams, so every team you're mentioning right now, I'm like, yes. Ah,
yeah.
that team.
In low, there's like 3 likely playoff set teams as well. Titanic is at 29, and there's 2 Interaction and IQ dips down at 28, which should be enough. Like, a bit of an asterisk there, but looking at everyone's points, I think 28 is good enough this season for sure. So the top 3 in low should be in, and the top 2 in mid.
Like a pretty low number.
It varies. It depends. There's only 2 in mid right now that have safe in playoffs, funnily enough. Which is top 2 Gun Fury and Pooper Skippers.
Is one of those the offside team?
No, offside is currently at... where's he? Oh, he's at 4th right now, 26, tied 4th with Ipli.
Oh.
Which means likely they play each other next week. Not guaranteed. This game won't change much about that, I think, later. Because they can peak at 25. It might actually impact that. Also, Gunfury and Pooper Scoopers can't play each other. They already played each other. So first and second cannot play one another anymore. Jailer played Gunfury already, so Jailer will most likely just play Pooper Scoopers. Which is a bad draw last week at 27 points, because if you don't get any, you might still not get playoffs. But they have some work out of them now. Really anything will do though. So with Jailer playing Pooper Scoopers, Gunfury might just play against Experience actually. It's not guaranteed. Or did they already? No, they didn't. Oh no, they did. Okay, never mind. In that case, Gunfury will play probably Ipli actually. Unlucky. After his game ended, he came in with chat said, "Can I get an easy team next week?" And now he's playing first. Or from like 5th, because there's just no other constellation that makes sense, I think. Yes, I'm missing something. Let me double check. Oh no, yeah, I guess Experience could play Pooper Scoopers too, and then... It's weird.
Yeah, I never know how these things work, to be honest. I just play, and I remember when I wasn't open and we were making playoffs, I was like, oh, we have to hope that this one team that we haven't played randomly draws or doesn't win against this team, and then we've made playoffs. It kind of just fell out of our control a lot of it. Unless we just won everything, but I do remember that. But I have no clue how the placements worked or anything like that.
No, yeah, Gunfury played 2nd, 3rd already. So they can't play 2nd and 3rd anymore. Okay, that's just out of the question. Actually, they played 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in mid right now. And they're still in 1st. Which means they have to play 5th, right? Pretty much. Like, there's no other way. Which means, yes, Ipli plays against Gunfury, 100%. There's no way it isn't. It always tries to, like, match you with someone on your, like, close to you in the table. As much as possible. Which is usually, like, someone you're tied with in points, if possible. But it's clearly not possible with Gunfury right now, because they played 2nd, 3rd, and 4th already, so 5th is the next closest. There's maybe a weird circumstance where they play, like 6th. Like, a really dumb circumstance. But that depends entirely on who has played who already. But most likely outcome is play Ipli against Gunfury. And then Pooper Scoopers.
ETF2L gods have not been kind to Ipli.
Once again. And then 2nd place plays against someone else, I guess. They have not played most of the higher table teams, so they can play literally anyone. Try to apply cold water to face. That might work. What is this? This is the waiting room for the match.
Yeah, this is a warm-up scrim.
Oh, it still says mountain as well. My end screen, oops.
Alrighty, I'm gonna quickly be right back before the second map starts. Well, the second game, I should say. I'll be 1 moment.
Alrighty. So yeah, we're waiting for the match to start. As you can see, they're still in the pregame scrim. So we're waiting for this to end, and then match will start. Dagger playing medic? Yes. It's a mix on blue. Want the competition for the pregame, and they're getting it. Have to work for anything here. Which I guess is a good warm-up. Of course, and I will say this later again. The match that starts later will matter for both teams. Only the winner has a chance on playoffs. The loser is out. Guaranteed. So they have like 9 minutes left. Well, like 8.5 minutes left with SCV delay, right? Need to take that into account here as well. Hope I can find the server quick as well. Yo, does anyone know which server they're gonna play on? It's not this one, I know that. If so, just tell me whose server it is, and then, you know, I'm happy. And the Steam name, if possible, so. What's this, Uber? Saw fight? No, miss. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. What are you guys talking about? What's happening?
Okay, I have returned.
Nice, you didn't miss anything. It's the 3 games to come. Apparently someone left. Blank DC'd. Probably had to go back, play Face It with Jackalex.
Unless he has an official of his own at this time.
No, guy's not maining anything this season.
Oh.
Which is why he has so much time to play Face It with Jackalex. If you look very closely, just about no one that ever plays with them has the team this season, other than like Alex.
I guess they can devote all of their energy to just crushing Face It then.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's a noble cause.
And I guess Auto, but, you know, the guy's in Div2A, so he doesn't have any officials.
Oh yeah. Has there ever been like a season where there's just been like only 3 teams in one of the divisions? Because I don't think I've
technically,
seen
but
that
it's
many
Highlander, and that doesn't count, because there's like 6 teams in it, so it's in a round robin division.
Ah.
That like almost happened in Div 1. 2 teams died, and then... Well, did 2 teams die? 1 died, and 1 like technically died. But they died like the second to last week, mid-game. So that game still was played, technically, even though it really wasn't, given the gameplay at hand. And then they didn't show up for the last match and just gave a default, but didn't technically die.
I guess it's not as bad if a team dies like at the end of the season.
It's funny, however, if they die at the end of the season and still apply as stats to change everyone's points positions.
Oh yeah, of course.
That matters, actually. Like, what if the checks in Div 1 die right now, right? Suddenly, like, whatever who dropped a map to them is, like, just benefiting from it. They basically get 3 points refunded. But everyone else is getting nothing out of it. Because most everyone already played against them in 1.
Could be a strategy for some teams then, if they're unhappy with how the season's been going. Like, oh, you know what, this team, if we fold now and we get rid of these points that this team got, we can take them out of playoff.
That actually happened last season in the Highlander.
Did it?
Not deliberately so, but the Sixers main Highlander team in Div 3 last season, which was like Maddie and who else was on that? Nasboy on Spy and stuff like that. Have you seen the clip? Anyway, like a bunch of those Sixers players and like Clancy and shit like that were all playing on like a Div 3 Highlander team and not giving much of a shit. But like by the end of the season, they just really didn't give a shit anymore. So they like died week 4, and also did officially apply as that. Meaning that a team that would have been in playoffs, that dropped points against them, got like lost points basically. Oh no, they didn't drop any points, but the Finns didn't got points refunded out of like having lost a map to them or something. Where another team on 3rd didn't, so they like ended up tying exactly table positions out of the Sixers main team dying. Meaning the Finns got playoffs due to the head-to-head better result against each other.
That's well, if they didn't do it maliciously, then that's just unfortunate.
But it's just like Sixers players not giving shit in Highlander, and it's just fucked over whipping people. Which is really funny. That's Div 3 for you.
Well, I mean, what it really is Div 3?
Div 3 is when your body is a Div 2 player, but your mind is a midi.
Ah. So, slightly more powerful DM, but...
Still brain dead.
The brain has not expanded, but the body has.
When you don't work out in the library.
I didn't realize... I didn't realize that there... I keep forgetting that Div 3 is actually a thing. Ooh,
Well,
this
it's
is
like
a-
situationally a thing. No, that's a map change. We'll probably change server anyway. Let me find it. That's gonna take a second. Do you think the server is by MILF Zombovore? I wonder. That could be it. Named 5. Honestly, Panda, easily the 5. The 5 was also a funny division, because like most of the 5 was like worse than open players teams.
Was that thing? Was there a Div 5 when
Yeah.
open was a thing? What?
There was a Div 5 last season, Highlander. Because they like just didn't know what to do with like low to
Oh,
mid
in
teams.
Highlander. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. They just didn't know what to do with like low to mid teams, so they just decided, fuck you, you're too good for open. Or at least you've been in open for too long, so we're getting you out of there. That's basically it. Okay, whose server is this? Very serious question.
It appears to have moved on to process, which doesn't seem to be the right map.
No, yeah, that's the Mixer server. That was Ketchup server.
Ah, I see.
See these things. Well, it's definitely not the server that fancy elfin people scrimmed on. That is a serverization by Cortex. Incorrect. It's not Mia's server. Who the fuck is Gary Shovel? You see some nicknames on Surf Me. Oh, that's Nioh. And now I know what he's doing in the match he's playing. Igov, whose server is it? Just tell me. That's all I need to know. Don't need to know anything else. Then I can join instantly. Whose server is this? Whose reservation? Got the server. You? The fuck is your Steam name? Oh, it's some shit, of course. There it is. Found it. Thank you. Here you go up.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. And I already don't have a nickname. That's Highlander, right? It has to be. How do I not have Highlander? I've seen this man so many times. Hey Igov, can you yell at everyone to use normal nicknames? I have someone without cheats.
Oh no, it's fine. I can just say Roma, Red Roma, bombed, Blue Medic.
There we go, fix the name. Oh look, it's former bus crew player, virgonaly.
Oh yes.
That did technically happen.
Yeah, this is true.
The bats? Yes, that would be bad. Let me do them real fast.
Prepared Eclipse. I just ate, and oh boy, I can feel the nuke in my blood.
I feel like the feeding will just continue.
Wow. I like the attitude though.
It's tank and compound for tank. That command is tank. For compound, the bat command is come. Because I'm funny. There you go.
I'm not too familiar with either of these teams at the moment. Which one?
I was thinking you were about to say I'm not too familiar with come.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Team Cum. Could you please fill me in on Cum?
So when the bad and the woman.
Okay. We're gonna stop this conversation right here.
Well, I mean, what's this to say about tank? They've got some players that've been around. Kind of. A little bit.
I did have a quick look at these teams. And I think the only person...
It's a lot more of a people moving up team than the compound is anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Compound is a bit more of a team of guys that have been around, and in case of Storm, I guess, it's like, you know, going down playing solo with people he knows.
Yeah, I mean...
to go back up, I guess. Well, I guess so's freaking Abyss as well, who was Div 2 last season as well.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
somewhere,
recognize this.
like in the middle of Div 2 tables last season, I think. Was on Greyhunter's team. Aaron's technically been the higher divs as well, but that's like just randomly here and there. So we'll see how it goes for them.
I mean, which team do you think would be the strongest going into this game?
I don't know, what division is screwb in America?
Ooh.
Team history. That's very long.
And that's
Wait, he
either
was in
very
Planet
promising
Express?
or-
When did this happen? Who knows? Well, he has a genuine ETF2L 66 Division 1 participant medal. That's all we need to know, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, if you told me this matchup before the season started, I would have easily said the compound should win this. But who knows? It's hard to say. Both of these teams did lose the games against teams that are in solid player strength right now, very, well, fairly convincingly. Because Late Bloomers is a bit of an odd one out here in the middle of this season at the beginning of the season actually, for Tang being a 5-1. I don't know, neither of these teams' wins are like too like tremendous or anything. If they end up in tiebreakers, they won't have insane ones. They don't have like any good wins. This will be about the best wins they can get right now. Pretty much, unless, you know, next week as well. So off just previous results, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, okay. So are we expecting kind of a draw then?
Maybe. I mean, no one in this match
Or like
wants a draw, I guess.
pretty... Well, yeah, true. So we're expecting... Oh, I'm hoping for a closer game.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Mountain, yeah.
I mean, but just by experience, I would give it to the compound. I obviously have some more familiarity with their players as well, having seen a lot of them around somewhere.
I mean, Storm, like, did win Div 1, and I'm pretty sure he, like, main called for them. So
He didn't, but he's still very vocal for sure.
He didn't?
No, he actually didn't know.
I always thought he did.
No.
I thought he was kind of the team leader in that sense.
And he's still very much called. Like, he's like, probably like the B caller basically, right? Someone makes the plans, he's just taking like, situations in his own hands every once in a while. Might main call this team though, for what it's worth,
Yeah.
I would imagine. And I mean, hey, that experience probably helps quite a bit here, right?
Yeah, definitely. If you've got that kind of experience, then even if you do change classes, you'll still get a, like, maybe a better idea of what to do in certain situations.
Well, Mia, if you know so much, why aren't you casting this game, idiot?
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
Mia,
Hey,
if you want to sub in for me at any point, please feel free. I've had, like, 4 hours sleep. I don't know what's going on. I'm just seeing, like, two teams shooting at each other.
Mia, opinion on 50% chance next week to play against Hooper Scoopers. I'll take it.
Thank you,
It's
man.
he either plays Pooper Scoopers or he plays the winner of this match if it's a 6-0 actually. That's basically the two teams he can get. There's no way he gets experience. I think. Maybe? Probably not, no, because someone has to play Pooper Scoopers. Probably you. And then Epoli plays against Gun Fury, so that should be funny.
Which team is... okay, because of the fake nicks, I'm a bit confused. So blue is the compound, correct?
Yes. What is Storm's
And
name
then
right
red
now?
is tank.
Gotta
It's
be like...
Cassini.
Yeah, it's gotta be something silly. Oh yeah, it's Aaron,
Okay,
Pijacka, Abyss, Storm, Dejvi, Theos. I will probably say Adam instead of Pijacka because I'm lazy. And then it's on red, Swaini, virgonaly, screwb, Fancy Elf, Highlander, and Igov. Neck around the order here. Let's see how this goes as we go into the first mid fight. Like I said, winner has a chance to make playoffs. Loser is out. Pretty much guaranteed, and both teams don't want to be in that position here as they're going in already on the red team, trying to get the damage across the point. Counter bomb by Storm, gets Fancy Elf stuck. just in time. 3-3 right now. Eat with much more map control to the side of the compound right now. It's 2 scouts, which might help, but Abyss has high ground as well. And valiantly trying to defend that against the likes of virgonaly, trying to sneak up there. Nice rocket into cleanup by Aaron. Cuts that attempt short to retake position on the mid fight, and will put compound on the map here.
That could have gone either way then. I was really unsure what was going on with the bombs though. They just seemed a bit disconnected, but both meds managing to survive, so we're gonna see a stalemate here on second. Unless the roamer gets caught. No, he's out. But there's some pressure going on at grass right now.
No one's committing just yet though.
No.
It's a bit of a careful play by the compound here. There's a bomb finally coming through by Abyss, but man's so weak in the air. Tries to circle back around. It's a decent strafe towards the combo, but can't get much out of it. Igov with the counter bomb. No one's there anymore though. I'm well ahead of time. Compound's leaving the choke area. Maybe they're doubling down on that. Tries to get through kitchen here, but just spotted immediately.
HL just took the rocket in the sack there. He just did, "Get down, Mr. President." Took the direct. I don't think it would have saved the med, but it was a nice thing to do.
Alright, back to Stalemate City, and we're now on mid, not on low anymore, so things will look a little bit different here as well, especially since we are towards the higher end of mid as well, presumably. So we'll see. This will look a whole lot different already.
They're already running a sniper.
Ooh, I've not seen a Abyss sniper actually before, I think.
Ooh, let's have a look.
Granted, I've seen Storm snipe before, but Storm is not like much of a sniping scout actually, I think. Even if he does play it occasionally. But it's not surprising, I guess. And from main call, I guess it's a bit better to not be the one sniping as well.
Yeah, agreed. Kind of disappointed when teams run a sniper too early on, to be honest. I feel like it just slows everything down a bit. I like to see more sacks early on, but you know, switching to sniper, it's completely fine, and maybe during an official, but...
Oh yeah, the pressure's on right now, right? We mentioned the stakes. You usually want to win this game. You very much have to.
Oh, okay, this is true.
At the moment you don't get anything, you're just donezo.
Oh, how have the bets come in?
I don't know, I didn't pay attention. Didn't talk about it more than once as well, so maybe no one bet as well at all. Who knows? It was there!
So yeah, they're kind of scared to do anything. The sniper's not really peeking.
Well, don't need to if they're peeking for you. Not by Igov too late to counteract that as well.
Nice. With the scout pick, he gets the confidence to start moving forwards here. They can clear the Solly out. Yeah.
Oh, another one as well. There we go. Taking position, and they're forced to engage.
You know what?
It's a body shot as well, and swaini gets just taken down with 4 damage as well. Really good job by Abyss here to make the most of any bit of space taken here. Flash is coming through. virgonaly tries to stay deep with the slightly longer Uber they have here, but has to get out of there as well, and won't in time. Maybe had to stick ready. Way ahead of time there.
That was a huge 3k from Abyss there. And then afterwards, the Uber trades. Yeah. They're just going to roll this into left side. See if they can make room for sniper. Yeah.
Storm tries to make an entry bomb, but just goes down very quickly. Not a great death to take early. And wrap around by Igov as well. Well, man has eaten a healthy dinner, I suppose. And is ready to frag, and that's some of them already. But they're just doubling down on it on the compound. Nothing holding the back now with the lack of a medic. They're just going in for it all. And Adam's cleaning up house. Aaron with 1 as well. 9 kills between the scouts this round total, and there you go.
It's the classic 3 out of 6 strategy. We let our med die somewhere on second, and we win the round.
I like to call us the condog.
The condog factor, yeah.
Like, med dies, everyone's just in murdering you. Yeah. Like, it's just the leash just coming off.
Alrighty, going into the second mid. We have both demos out of saw. Solly setup, no one's really going for a bomb yet. They're all just feeling each other out. Positioning's a little bit more aggressive for tank here. We've got a bit more of that high ground.
Swaini's going in as well.
Out. Double bomb, beautiful bomb.
Oh, the sticky as well.
Can they get the counter bomb onto the head? No! Abyss doesn't manage to find the med there.
It is stuck on point, pinballed around. Lives for this long, actually, to get a kill onto swaini as well. Which is cute and all, but not the medic. Aaron, however, wraps around.
No way! Wow, what a flank from Aaron there.
And that's that. Very heads-up play there. That looked dire in the counter-sack department, but there you go. Aaron was very smart about it. The Abyss is still there! Man was hiding this entire time.
Wow. Okay, that was just That was an insane series of events. That double bomb there was so interesting. The way they coordinated that. That was just a really good mid.
Abyss was behind on mid like the entire time, right? Like sure, Aaron's flank around was nice and all, but Abyss was like weak at the beginning of the mid, just disappears into kitchen, doesn't show his face for like 20 seconds, and just decide, yeah, I think now it's time to win the mid fight, guys.
I mean, some people could call such plays a bait. You know, you're baiting your team, but no, you're winning.
You just like delayed good.
Sacrifice your team to win. Yeah, like sacrificing chess pieces.
Oh, is Aaron the sacrifice chess piece for a higher purpose? I don't think so right now, because Storm's going down pretty much the same way, trying to open up space onto second, and not much space was taken here. Bomb comes through as well, and that's going to force the Uber to. Theos had the soldier in his face there, despite Abyss's best efforts to prevent that from happening, so Uber will come out of here. Good job to Igov, despite their best efforts on the compound. That's going to be a juicy advantage now. To the red side here, already close anyway. They don't have to waste any time at all getting in there. Question is, do they have to waste their Uber for this as well into mid?
Abyss is behind, but I think they know. Yeah, he knows, but he still gets forced. They should get mid off this, though. I think that's the main thing. If they can just stabilize on mid, Uber's about even. That's a good play overall for the tank there. But maybe they can roll this, you know, they've got a player pick. If I was here, I'd be wanting to maybe roll Saw here, see if they can get anything else from it. But it's looking like they're just gonna play it slow, get the Uber. It's, as you said, it's a high-stakes game, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, it makes sense.
Them on the compound here just waiting away. Being very fortunate that they can get the last player on the server back as well here, back alive. Now everyone's back up again. Seen the stalemate before, didn't last too long. Last time broken by Abyss into second. This time around, if they were to snipe, it's going to be a little bit more awkward into mid. Don't know if that's exactly the chance they want to take here. I'm always disappointed when I see people not take any chances during Uber building as well.
Yeah, they're a little bit too passive with their positioning there. Honestly, I think they should have been a little bit closer to the doorways. They could have let something in there. But let's see, it looks like they're maybe trying to... They're just peeking Saw at the moment, the tank. They're trying to see... Looks like Saw's not really being watched too strongly. They've got the soldier and cheese, but you can maybe look to send a sack in from there. They're kind of like positioning around it. They're just really hesitant right now. Well, they've got the mid. They're the ones that need to do something here. They're checking for spies. They're worried about spies. I mean, stranger things.
Let's count the Highlander players on the Evo team. I see 4. But that's not an unreasonable fear.
Okay, yeah, it's a valid concern.
Do most of them play the exact same class they do right now in Highlander? Yes. The only exception is Adam, who is fucking heavy. So, I mean, if anything, that's what we're gonna see here at some point. Just a heavy rolling out.
Heavy on Snake Water. Oh, nice sack through window.
Such a good bomb, but it's not going anywhere at all. Dealt more damage to the crate than to any players.
That's a shame. Mechanically, it was a nice bomb. As a jump main, I've got a... Oh, here we go. We got the counter bomb. Ooh, no, okay. Both teams just trading soldiers there. Nothing else has come from it, but maybe they can try to do something here.
Not funny loadouts on Igov either.
Oh yeah, let's see if they get any off classes. Do we have any banners?
Yeah, I want to see the Facet strat, the battalion's crits.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was a good timing for another sack there.
But like right into the scout on the pipe as well, just instantly deleted. Oh, another fight here. They're just rushing into the upper area here of Saw. Almost get a kill for Igov, just barely gets out in time.
Barely.
Counter sack as well, but no, the bomb isn't high enough. Can't get far enough in to get to the medic. Screwb's gonna be fine.
He just doesn't even have a buff.
All you wanted sacks.
HP. Yeah. Okay, this is more interesting. Yeah. I did want sacks, but...
They're quick as well, which I like. They hate when people waste so much time that the spawners are roast here as well. Like, you want to go in when there's like only 5 on the server.
It's true. Honestly, one of the best ways like that a sack will work, the quicker it is like, it's a big factor. The quicker a counter sack is, the more likely it is to work. So we are seeing a bit of that. So... I'm happy with that, but we've slowed it down a bit. But now we do have the sniper from the pocket, I think. Is that?
Yeah, well, at least a soldier anyway, right? Which is not unheard of, but certainly not the norm. But I guess we've seen it on the other side as well. Storm taking the attention to it right away, but not the way intended. Another one to Aaron as well. Quick shots. Not any second kill here, but the sidelines gets deeper and deeper and more dangerous there. But they're dying for it.
Oh
Compound almost had to escalate against the favor, but they just about gained some kills. And this actually still dies at grass as well. Trying to overextend for a kill there and gets one at least, but not two in the end. Dangerous game they're playing there, but just about getting away with it unscathed on tank. Well, not really unscathed at all, but you know, not the loser of it.
It could have gone a lot worse. It could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah.
And he's up to not to come back up on sniper, so maybe we'll see some more sacks. I think we just had one. Yep, there we go.
They're not wasting any time on these anymore. It's just a constant like execution test for both teams to just have something ready on the medic. And oh, this one was really, really good, but it's also really good serve by screwb as well, especially considering the ping.
Oh yeah, of course, screwb being from NA, as I've just discovered 10 minutes ago.
Yes, 140 ping, I think, if you take real ping into account.
Back up on sniper again. I think, honestly, with these sacks, though, they keep trying to go from grass or window, but you've got... well, I've got him as Clork here, just set up.
Yeah, that's pijacka.
The demos towards grass as well, really? The sacks might have worked out a bit better if they just did it from sword. Honestly, the compound sword defense isn't looking as strong. They do have the one scout on the high ground, but... perhaps they could have tried something a little different with the Solis, but ooh! Headshot onto Storm there, nearly gets him as well. He's just hiding in cheese for his life.
Oh no, Storm's hiding there as well, and Igov looked the wrong way.
No.
Anyway, virgonaly picks up rifle, says, Mom, it's my time. It's my turn on the sniper rifle now. You had your fun, Igov. And now he's the one having to go in again, and that's, well, not working quite as well just yet. Doesn't get much of a fight started just now, despite a shot being hit at least. But it didn't escalate against their favor just yet either, so things will remain in place. Compound playing it nice and slow, have certainly more so historically been more a slow team than anything. I guess that's the through line here throughout their very different rosters throughout the seasons.
Could be the, or could just be the Storm.
Oh, Abyss goes in, gets juggled all across. Oh, no, you could just see how he like hit the sniper, sees himself fly towards the medic, wants the medic, but no, it's a bad idea.
I thought that bomb was really good, but I think here the compound need to take the trade into them on grass, and they do. But the tank are just milking it, they're just not using. Oh, this is a disaster. If they play this right, this is just a round.
Dejvi also got deleted with this high bomb in from the flank, and another one for swaini too. The Sword is just owning this fight right now for tank. Igov went down for his kill, but it's a demo kill that he got with that. Clean up onto the scouty at the end, makes this even better. Yeah. Look at that, right? They're exchanging there for like 5 minutes, and then it's just a matter of one actual good Uber exchange, no player exchange, and here we are. And it's not even Uber exchange, just Gay only used now on last, and they're already here killing everybody.
And it does indeed look like a round. Yeah, they played that really well. They didn't rush it at the end. That was the only thing they could have done that would have been a mistake there, is if they just instantly went in. But they delayed a bit, they got everyone healed up, and they just blobbed up, pushed in together, took the Uber across point. Textbook.
Alrighty, we're 16 minutes away from the end of the map here. It's a tight game once again, just about halfway through the map. Gonna be an interesting one. We hope for a close one. We're gonna get one, it seems. Yeah. See who can take the mid fight. So far, Compound, I think, took both a little bit better here. Granted, the last one was very convoluted and very much a matter of saving plays more so than good plays early. But whatever works, I suppose here. Let's see how it goes this time around. Here comes the bomb. Just finds swaini immediately. Abyss with a kill right away. Other soldier Storm taking position. Tries to just take space away from them. And it forces people with the rest of the spam here across the point to fall back on tank and give this one up early. All they have left is Igov, who beeps and jump. Can't get closer to the medic here from Kitchen and will go down as well. 2 soldiers down is a decent opportunity to take this into second from the mid win forward.
Definitely, and a really strong mid from Storm there as well. That bomb was perfect. Just distraction, space, damage. The perfect bomb. And he keeps it going. Bombs. He manages to find the Soli there on the train. They may be looking to exchange Ubers.
Oh, someone's hiding. Oh, they find him. Oh, wait, Abyss in the backlines as well. Comes in, gets the medic, gets the demo man down. Not the medic in the end. Got one on screw, but can't force the Uber. That would have made this a lot better in the end, because they down so many players after that. Not a great opening, unfortunately. Despite the early start for taking space by Storm, Dejvi just got taken out instantly. They don't get him any freedom at all here on the right side.
Oh no, and they managed to catch out Storm early here for the Uber exchange. Oh, screwb nearly drops. Went down to like 6 HP then. Does look like tank are gonna be better after this exchange though. Yeah, they do manage to catch. Yeah, they managed to catch compound medic there. Oh, it could still
reverse it on them. Screwb is still kind of weak, only in 100. He has to fall back early.
Oh,
And it leaves behind everyone alone on mid. They just couldn't afford to stay there. screwb holding this Uber as much as they did ended up hurting almost more than it helped. Because as much space as they got, they had to give up just as much at the end of the mid fight to keep this Met alive. And that doesn't even work at the end. So it all works out in the end for Compound here, able to punish that with just good DM at the tail end of the Evers and completely turn this back around, take this all the way to second. Met only spawns now. Theos has 30 to 40 ad. Usable anyway until last. Still has to be a good push, of course. And Tank already busy to try to make that as difficult as they can. Gun up, sniper up, just waiting for the push to happen.
yeah. They're set up pretty quickly there. Let's see. Gun on the left. See, most teams, by default, I see the meta as disad guns more towards the truck. Sniper is in the other spawn door, so it's like slightly different. They've just kind of got their off classes the other way around, but Uber's coming in from lower here. Juggles the demo, and they manage to get the gun early, push the combo into right spawn, and the demo gets caught out on the right, tries to come back in. Oh, clutch bow there, manages to keep him alive.
Clutch just about everything, actually, by the red team. That was to both soldiers waiting behind. Just staying behind the Uber until it fades, and then the scout comes in with that at the perfect time to just completely crunch the combo. Really great job by Tank to completely punish them for not checking if anyone's behind them.
Wow, beautiful hold there. That was something. Oh, they just go kitchen with their Uber ad. They use through. Do they manage to catch the med? No, they go for the player's main. We'll split the attention a bit, but no picks going either side
behind
here.
them. They did notice that as well early. So they are aware of this, but it's awkward. Now there's a snipe!
No. The sniper was hiding in forwards the whole time there from Aaron.
There's traps on it too! And they just didn't look at it in time. Okay, well, they find Storm at least, so they don't have to worry about someone behind, but what's Storm gonna do behind at this point, right? You're behind to be a threat to the medic, so I guess that's accomplished already anyway.
And they're so weak now. Yeah, they've just got to give up mid. Likely give up second.
Maybe. I mean, Highlander gets the forward spawn. Igov probably doesn't anymore at this point. And then
Okay, they're going to do the same trick to them now. Got the sniper waiting in the forward spawn here. Let's hope for Tank's sake that they go grass, but they do not. They go saw, sorry. So
Hylander's still waiting though, so he can still do some work with this.
Heads on the bridge, he peeks. Doesn't find anything.
Going to lobby, they're chasing relentlessly there with the Uber as well. Aaron got body blocked like 3 different times, but just pressed W all the way through to get the medic. Dejvi with cleanup on Soldier as well. This is 2 kills into last. It's doable for sure, but the heavy makes it a lot harder because they can't just pick the targets as easily now than they could otherwise.
Do they find the isolated demo on the right? He just barely manages to get in spawn. They're all grouped up on the right here. Can they collapse on point, or are they taking too long here? They get the heavy. Kills. Oh, it's looking like the compound will win this. Yep, demo goes down on point. Both soldiers left spawn with medic, and they can't get out there.
Yes.
That Uber was. I was a bit unsure. You know, I kind of thought maybe they're rushing this, but no. The Uber, they got exactly what they needed from it.
Yeah, you worst fears about people rushing things. Really not coming through this game just yet. Really patient this last. Almost maybe taking too much time with given spawns coming in, but they did kill people before spawns kicked in, so they never were in a position where they were on even numbers at all. And that's what really matters in a situation like this. You just want to keep them on their toes and play as much as you can. They managed to do that really nicely here. 11 minutes left. Compound back in the lead now. Taking this to mid-fight number 4. Let's see how this one goes here. The last one was still good for the Compound. Bit of work that was to be done there, but it worked out in the end. This time around, no one's getting over point that easily for the Compound here. They're all staying alive for their attempts to keep high ground for now, but all 40 far back at the time as well.
I think Storm just keeps doing the exact same bomb. He keeps bombing top right, bombing back, getting an arrow, doing it over and over. And they do the exact same thing.
Oh, there he goes in, finally goes on the medic, misses the airshot, but the force comes out anyway. screwb having Uber first. Actually a bit of a problem, because that airshot didn't hit, but they use anyway in fear, where Theos couldn't if they wanted to, and now they can come in at any point with the Uber in hand.
Yeah, looks like they want to come back in from Saw here. Are they going to go to Catwalk, or are they dropping out window? I'm not quite sure what they're doing. It looks like they're just kind of slowing things down a little bit.
I guess they just want everyone alive.
They're just waiting for forwards here. And yeah, here it comes. Comes out balcony here. They're through, but the bomb does come through. Doesn't manage to find anything though. That's easily cleaned up. And there's still maybe tank could be catchable here if they chase with the Uber. It looks like they should. They're really close. Yeah, they do want to chase with this. They're not worried about capping mid right now. They just want to see if they can get anything with the Uber.
Oh, big bomb already.
And they do use...
It's kind of worked last time. Storm goes down early to the demo man, but they're still chasing through. Don't get through Shudder though. That's very crucial actually. Igov still hiding on Shudder as heavy as well. Could be annoying, but as much as it turns people around, it still gets them the cap here on, well, mid actually, not even second. They're still fighting here.
Now they need to be scared of the Uber coming back the other way.
It's awkward too, because they have player technically. You want to stay on this, but you know, or you should know better. And the fact that they had to go back cap mid while it's all happening means they just never had good position on second to really get a good force going, especially with the heavy to worry about as well. So, I mean, Compound had all right to try to chase a little bit from mid all the way to second, but just ends up overextending it maybe just a bit too much for it in the end. Gets punished pretty quickly, lost them the mid even out of this.
Yeah, and they've got, oh, Aaron again, hiding in forward spawn and sniper. They're just using to lobby. They're doing the exact same thing the compound did to them. And they managed to get the mid. It works. They're just, like, the tables have turned.
Yeah, the sniper could once again turn this around. So does Abyss, actually. It does the bomb with the snipe, and both together catch virgonaly at the very least. Not much more than that, unfortunately. That's a kill, I suppose, but look at that. Theos only spawned now. Abyss is dead for another 15 seconds. They're trying to switch their off classes, but it's like too little too late at this point. The gun is up, but can anything else really stop this anymore? Igov gets body shot in the air. Look at that. Just stopped the bomb completely. That was not a headshot, not a killing snipe, but it still works. Sort of just stuck immediately mid-air, falls down, and eventually get body shot down with a second one. And who cares about headshots as long as the guy dies?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think just then they were just trying to dry push that, which I really respect. They were just seeing if they could get anything. Nothing was happening. Lost one to the sniper, but now they have the Urad to go in. Looks like they're going in through lower. They're using on the demo. Go over right, try to catch the sentry straight away. Looks like the demo's called out again. I'm sensing a bit of a theme with these last pushes. But now they're set up on the right, but the heavies, he's too healthy. They're just, yeah. Just with the tail end of that Uber, they don't manage to find anything else. It was looking good to start with, but that heavy was just super healthy at the end. I just couldn't get him.
Here comes the counter aggression. Nice rocket by Igov. Abyss goes down, but it gets cleaned up on by Aaron. Regardless, one down each. Enough to secure second here for the compound. Getting out of last quickly is always very important on this map. The moment it takes too long, there's a chance that the other team will just repush you in some capacity here. Even if they just throw away some sacks to get the medic, might just be good enough at the end. But compound making it work, gets to mid with this as well. But sort of spawns up as we speak here, but still they are so far in on this. And screwb doesn't have yet, so Tank will have to respect this.
It could have been a similar situation to last time they had mid with Uberad. This time they decided to play a bit slower. I'm a bit scared of this Roma hiding in kitchen right now. He's not been spotted. And if they go towards grass, that could potentially be problematic right now. He jumps up and no one hears it. Is this the play?
Oh no, it's right on the medic!
No!
Oh, it's not a force either! Theos completely beefs the surf, but it's just the rockets weren't landing. I mean, one was, sure, but the rest just complete misses, unfortunately. What a huge missed opportunity. Just somehow snuck past everyone there.
Well, when he gets BM'd in chat, the lol comes out from Theos. It's a rough situation, it happens.
And I don't even think that was BM, because I think Theos is just like laughing at the fact that he beefed that so much and it doesn't die for it. That's almost more at your own expense here. Anyway, Storm tries to get a sack going, doesn't work. Not a huge loss. Gotta still be careful about a counter sack here potentially. Swaini taking some presence here towards towards Choke, and they might actually go all in for this as well. Everyone's so far forward right now.
They really are. Are they coming to exchange Ubers here for kitchen? No,
Thinking about it.
They are. Yeah, they're just doing it. They're just trading through. Right? Yep, both Ubers pop out, but surely this doesn't end well for Tank. Surely. Surely. The Uber fades.
Oh, screwb pipe! Dejvi didn't even see him anymore around the corner. Just throws pipes after them. One of them happens to connect. It's Iron Bomber privilege. And now everyone's so weak post-Uber here.
Wow, but the compound, they're not chasing. They're just healing up, taking their time. It's almost like they just want to stalemate again. Now this is the time to chase, but they managed to find the Roma in kitchen there.
I guess it's time well spent if they find people trying to flank them.
No, this is true. I guess they were just expecting them to all kind of feed in from the med there.
I guess it's because I mean, it's really happened before, so I guess it's like justified fear here on their part. And they still have enough advantage for it to not really matter. Look at that. They don't even have 100 yet. and capping second as we speak, all the way into the lobby. So this Uber is like only up by the time they're actually going into last naturally anyway, so it all lines up very perfectly for the compound here. By the time they're on shot at all already, ready to go in. That's a fat bomb by Dejvi, gets the medic with 2 stakes, a pipe on the scout as well. Highlander incredibly we gets back to spawn as well, but the rest of them are just stuck fighting here with nothing left to fight for at this rate. Huge bomb by the Italian to clean up, but the rest of the team here gets actually one more as well at the end. 4k on the demo man this round, this life, whatever. Doesn't matter, because they're winning 3-1 right now, and they only have to stop losing, if they even start losing, I suppose, for another 4 minutes.
That was a very, very strong last push. Yeah.
Powerful, one might say.
Yeah, powerful. Yes, definitely powerful. And, well, let's see. Tank have to turn this around now, this mid, but let's see. Soldiers kind of setting up. Just feeling each other out. Okay, early bomb on the right side. Just immediately gets cleaned up. Counter bomb goes in. Doesn't manage to find anything from it, but... okay, the picks are going the way of Tank here. But they managed to... The compound managed to get their head out, which I think is the important thing there. So, this should be alright for them, I think. 3 minutes on the clock. They just want this round to last as long as they can, so...
I think the Uber here is great news. You just slow things down a bit. That was a very unfortunate death fire. Tried to like dodge all the pipes leaving, but still caught one of the 4 spam pipes his way towards choke. Either way, like you said, he was just about up for both teams here. They're having heavy as well, no time for an NG, I suppose. If they're expecting a quick push, might get one as well. Because, I mean, Tank's on short notice here. They have to just get in. You can't wait for much of any advantage. And Dejvi might actually be one in the end as well. Yeah, much to overextend. And Theos just drops down from position as well. Surfs it back, but we'll have to use through as well here. It's fairly even Uber, all things considered. Screwb hops at the same time here, but they're down 2 right now. Aaron sniping in the back, can't get a killing shot, but a lot of damage across the board here. Everyone's weak, has to fear the sideline now as well. Just trying to stay in on this, but any second wasted on this is a good second for the compound. Bomb comes through by Swaini, tries to get some distance covered here. Maybe help people get in, gets one. Scout to point, lots of cap time already. The rest of the team pushing up with this now. Want to get this to point, but the damage is looking a little better for a second there. Some cleanup by Fancy of the sticks. Cleans up on point here. Another pipe as well, but it might just not be enough in time for the side of Tank.
Ooh, my heart was racing during that last push just then. Wow.
Yeah, they did it smart, right? With the opening that they created themselves here. It was a very valid attempt.
The Uber was just... It was really far back, and it was to save players that were already weak. That was the issue there. They were just too weak. So even once the Uber was used, just afterwards, it wasn't looking good. But they've still got to make something work, so they just take a dry fight, even though they compound have Uber there, and they do use into them. They managed to catch some players. It could be really good, but they managed to, the beef on the demo. And there's just a collapse. This is exactly what Tank need right now.
But it's taking so long. And there's a cleanup for Abyss and Adam.
I don't understand.
They're just fighting to the bitter end. Abyss is not backing off at all. Eventually gets punished for it, but doesn't want to give them anything for free.
Okay, well, if the last time wasn't BM, we got the question mark from Theos this time. If that's not BM, I don't know what is. No.
See, I think the BM meta has to evolve. The BM meta needs to get to a point where people post Spanish inverted question marks.
The evolution. Oh, they got forced on second there. They tried to go into last to make it work, but the heavy's just, he's in such a good position. They managed to go through, almost get Theos there. Find the demo instead, but I think this is very much the compound holding there, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, I think that's a GG.
Yeah, Storm on the medic as well, points some rocket, there we go.
No. Oh, okay.
Delayed death makes it worse, obviously.
That's
the
nice
way to look at it.
Just soldiers chasing each other with the sticks out there. This is,
Reject.
that gave me a giggle.
Launcher, return to melee.
Ready, steady, pan.
Oh, there's the Pyro main and Adam coming out.
I was gonna say we didn't really see any of those Highlander plays, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we have a Highlander scout on Soldier here. Usually a scout main, otherwise we have a Highlander demo man on demo man, and you have a Highlander medic on medic. The only odd one out is pijacka, so
But very convincing from the compound.
By the end of it anyway, yeah, that was a really, really close start though. Well, it's a win though.
Like the first 15 minutes of that, it really could have gone either way. Really, really could.
But yeah, that's a matter of consistency, right? You gotta be the better team for longer, right? Maybe not for all 30 minutes, but for longer, and they were the better team by the end of it. And that's all that matters.
Let's see, I'm gonna check out the logs here.
3 points for the compound.
What does that mean for Tank then, for their playoffs chances?
Probably dead. Unless they're like super incredibly giga lucky, which I don't even know if it's mathematically possible anymore at the current state. Because 25 points is what they can peak at, and 26 is 5th right now, so I don't think it's even mathematically possible anymore. With 25 to make it.
Damn, I'm just looking at the logs there. Aaron almost doubled the frags of anyone else. He got 30 kills that game. He was just farming.
No, yeah, 25 is 100% not enough this season. Because all the way to 8th place is 23, and that's like all the way to 10th is 23, which means best case scenario would be like, you know, people winning, or like certain teams winning against each other 6-0, or other teams tying each other, and there's just no consolation that's happening. Where people tie and winning against each other in a way where 25 is going to make it, I think. You can still get 9 points. Where are they right now? Oh no, actually, it's a good point. It's 29, 28. No, 28 is what they can get, right? No, I remember it was off with my numbers. Oh, I was at like 17 points or some shit, actually. No, yeah, they had 19. If they win this next map and both next week. No, yeah, then they have 28. That's got to do it, actually. I thought they were like at 25 max.
Oh, okay, they're still in it then. So this next game then on Metalworks is...
do or die, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly what I was about to say. Couldn't quite remember the expression. I was going to make up my own. But
the compound has exited the choke zone for the week. Like, they could afford to lose this map. You don't want to, of course. That just means you can't choke anything next week.
So it's still quite an important game for both teams then.
Yeah, like any point counts right now.
Essential for Tank, but it's definitely got the pressure on Tank though.
Definitely, it's all on the line now.
Is that Ra Medigun from Twitter?
That Ramad famous from twitch.tv/Ramad. Pick the winner. Come wins.
Yeah.
As is in life. We do bets number 2.
What funny words are you gonna add this time?
Just the same.
Oh.
Less confusing this way.
What's this points command?
You can check your stream elements points to see how many you have. And how many you can bet with. It's not the Twitch channel points. I could do Twitch bets now that they have them. Problem is, people in certain European countries can't do them. I think Poland and Sweden specifically are like relevant ones, given, you know, ETF2L demographics. So that would suck. I mean, sure, there's VPNs to go around, but I don't want to assume everyone has that. And also, you don't have a leaderboard, which I think is funny.
But my brain is, I'm not understanding this.
You type exclamation points, you see how many you have, and then you just follow the example people are doing exclamation bet, either tank or come, depending on which teams you want to bet on. And number of points, or all if you want to go all in, and, you know, don't care.
I'm going to bet all my cum.
There you go. Oh yeah, it was a fairly close game overall. Compound ran away with it by the end, but by that point it's been a really close game for the better half of the map. So do not take this first map for granted necessarily. Could still be an interesting medal, unless of course you have secret knowledge about who's good on medal or not. Who knows?
Well, with the American on medic, maybe
secret NA strats.
Yeah. Maybe that NA experience could really like come into effect this game. Because I'm still not sure anyone on Europe still knows how to play this map. Oh, we're going live straight away.
Yeah, that was a quick one. That's just open for a little bit longer here, but the map will go live. Compound still in blue, tank in red. Compound running away with map 1, 3-1 by the end of it. Fairly close game most of the way through here. Late lead for the compound to save themselves from certain trouble. Certain trouble still in contention here for tank. They are not out of the race for playoffs yet, but they need some points out of this.
The compound aren't even in on mid, they're just all in on Barry. They've just given away all their position, but High Bomb comes through onto the medic. Doesn't manage to find it though. He's cleaned up, and I think there's...
Oh, the pipes!
Wait.
Maybe just lined them up.
Oh. No.
Just calculates the angle for the pipes to hit the medic at the end of the other side of mid, and it perfectly lands the hit.
Oh no, are they gonna try to salvage something from this?
I mean, they already kind of did on blue, on red, I don't know. They're looking forward, but no one's really going in. They set up a trap, that's as much as they dare do right now. And so you have just waiting for that. But if you see like a frame of a demo man there, you'll have to like know something's up, right? And no one's even coming his way either.
Not in the compound, pushing Valley, probably just like they should in this situation.
A high bomb Igov.
Yep.
It's not a lot of damage with 2 bombs. Or 2 rockets.
And tank just aren't really even contesting this, and
Oh,
Fancy gets
no.
called out.
Man overextended infos trap for sure.
Yeah.
I did in house. I learned people call this house. Where they are right now in blue. Not lobby.
He's saying he just teleported in chat. You know, that's a new excuse that we can use. You know, oh, caught out position. Yon just says, oh, I teleported. Their Uber ads from the compound, they've still got it just about, but by the time they push tank, they have 90%, so yeah, they opt not to go in off the Uber there. They're gonna let things stalemate out, just cap second, deal with the heavy that was in forwards, and maybe we can look to see some sacks coming in from the soldiers.
Who doesn't like some soldier sacks?
I love soldier sacks. It's what I live for. It's like the one thing that I get to do. And they like fail like 90% of the time, but you know, that 10%, when they hit the sack, get the force. Whew! What a feeling. What a rush.
Alright, there's some attempts that arguably worked for Abyss. Granted, it was on the way out, just happened to catch someone in crossfire, but yeah.
Managed to trade Scout for Solly here. I think Sentry Gun's still up pretty far forwards. They're just waiting for forwards. I guess it's like the safer play here from the compound. Personally though, if I have like even players, one player down from both teams, I would still aggress there. I would still try to send more sacks because, well, you might as well.
Well, if I don't see any on Sunday, then I know who's lying.
I can't really comment on that. But, I mean, right then they had the Roma pick. They could have just kept working it in through that right side, but they're just playing with the sniper.
Which, I mean, it wasn't a lot of sniping last map by the side of the compound, but the ones they did have was working pretty well. For what it's worth. That was Abyss. Granted, Aaron sniped to decent success as well, just railgunned everyone down. In this case, won't have a chance. Igov just waiting for it already. Gets the kill right away. No funny ball hit there either, although it was close. That's the end of that attempt.
Is there going to be any counterplay now from the side of tank? Doesn't really look like anyone wants to do anything. Okay, the soldier goes for it super late and just jumps into a sticky trap and has to abandon the counter sack there, so doesn't look like anything's going to happen from tank there. 2-1 map 1, compound, 3-1 on snake.
Yes, just fix the score on screen as well. You know what always annoys me when people are like casting on their own stream?
What?
When there's no map timer on the screen. So no one knows how much time is fucking left ever.
Oh, what?
And if there's no like map scores on screen. And I know I'm slow to update them most of the time, but at least I have them.
I've just realized my HUD's frozen. Oh wait, what the hell's going on?
Fancy if it's just going in.
What? They just managed to find a 3k?
Yeah, man, just presses W.
Oh, but they do... Okay, they do get forced on second there, tank, so... Ooh. I wonder if they stack this, deny the forwards, they can maybe try to just force them on mid, which they do. They managed to deny the... Yeah, they've denied those forwards, so maybe if they're quick, they can maybe look to get a force in on mid. Would be ideal here, but they're being a bit slow about it. The forwards have come in, and immediately... Oh, the AMs! Just double scout there, just instantly held W into them right there.
I think they know Igov's behind. Oh, they don't spot him in time though. Bomb comes through on the medic, gets so much damage, but not the killing blow by itself. They repushed happening already though. They don't have him. They don't care on tank. They know they need to fear, but they also free down themselves, so it's really, really awkward right now.
This is one of those clutch moments here. If they just wait a moment to get the Uber, then perhaps punish the compound here. But the compound are backing up now, so definitely not going to be able to catch him with Uber. They're aware. They know. Oh, and Storm manages to go down. I think it was hiding in lower lobby there. Maybe trying to look for a
I think he
force.
just couldn't get out in time. He was weak and tried to escape lane away, and Scott spotted that. Easy kill to get. It's arguably calmed down a bit though, so maybe that's just exactly what they want here.
Having this scout behind, everyone has gone back.
Ah, they spot him in time.
Back, so Ubers have now evened out here, so definitely not gonna use that Uber ad. But with the one scout pick, yeah, they take Valley. Maybe should try to send the sack here, try to get a force.
Well, they're certainly throwing in some players in already, and they're getting some kills for on tank right away. Force comes out, but Theos has no one to use, and everyone's dying in front of him. It's just Aram left as the only option. That guy disappears behind after getting juggled forward as well, but the chase on Theos is on, and Swaini's winning that race.
Ooh, there is the scout behind on Aaron right now, but
They know about that.
They do. He's just hiding in house. He couldn't go for the back cap there. There wasn't enough time, so they're just going to ignore him. It's completely the right play. They all just go in, take second for free, and do they even know the scout's behind?
They have to have. They juggled him behind doing the Uber.
Yeah, he's taking the 1v1. Ooh, ew. Virgo just barely wins that one. I think he went down to like single digits there.
I think in that case you call it not losing.
Not losing. Did I say something weird?
You said winning. I'd say he didn't lose that 1v1. Just barely. Big difference.
My brain is not very powerful right now. They have like a small ad here pushing last, but let's see if they can get anything from it.
Alright, push comes in, Uber through on right side, high bombs through to get the gun down as well. But not much space just yet, eating a lot of damage on the crackback of this as well as Uber Fates. They just don't have good position to fight back much. Trade Abyss for Swaini, so just go on each. Bomb comes through, that's enough to chew past the heavy, but they're still just not in at all, and I don't think the heavy being down will change much about that if they're just all this far back, completely out of last.
I sensed a lot of fear during that last push. There's a lot of fear indeed. And no one really got past the bridge there. It was only at the end that the Solly bombs committed onto the heavy, and I don't know. Trade for the heavy at that point is not really not much consolation. But and the compound is super slow going into second here. They do have Uber ad, but barely. Like by the time they get Uber, it's gonna even out on second. So if they're not aware of that,
Spy on last. Stinky.
Oh no.
And that's it.
Igov. That's the first Highlander play.
Puts out a sneaky.
You hate to see it happen, but it is official. Gotta kind of expect that sort of play.
There you go, that's a round for tank. Like we said, they need points, desperately.
They do.
Is a step in the right direction after not able to being pulled off last map. Granted, they got around last map as well. That wasn't enough. Let's see if it looks any different on the mid fight last time. Last time, compound very slow. This time around, a lot more position forward already. Aaron almost just gets the demo man right away. Doesn't want to double down on the kill though, and ends up committing late once again. But Fancy has the pipe ready the second time around. Bombs through as well. Onto the medic, looking for damage. Igov will find the med as well with some help by Fancy. And they're just stuck, thinking how they want to do this now. Trying to find the med here somewhere under point is where the med's hiding. Really weak. It takes the scout at the end to follow up on the damage on the soldiers, but it's going to be enough to at least make the numbers, the Ubers, sorry, better, even if the numbers so much aren't the case here. And Fancy Elf goes down at the end as well, caught by a funny trap by Dejvi, but that's about it at the end there. So, tentatively a mid-win for tank with a fat asterisk behind it though.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot better there. I think Fancy survived there. I mean, there's only 3 up on second. There's a chance they could have maybe tried to contest second a bit, even without the medic. Try to look for a play, but no, they're just gonna stalemate here. And Ubers are a bit better on the side of compound, but I wonder if they're gonna try to go with this. Yeah, they're gonna try to go with this Uber ad through Valley here, but you got to be aware that tank is building this whole time. It's only a 30% ad.
Alright, there comes the counter bomb as well onto Theos. Oh man, Theos will have to use to that. On 65 HP, and everyone else is so far back. They should be in the clear on tank. A little bit late to leave actually. Fancy gets caught for it as well. Once again, overextending into mid. Storm's trying to chase on the flank. That will get him punished as well. 2v1 after just wanting the scout kill there in the end. It's making the numbers better for tank, but they're still down 2 here. Losing a demo man. Igov will forward spawn. That helps quite a bit. Fancy Elf not with that luxury, but at this moment I think the Uber ad is the more important thing than players right now, because Compound realizes, or has to have realized, that there's just a push imminent for tank.
Yeah, they really respect the Ubers, I've noticed this game. They've not been caught out by one yet. They just come in through Valley, but trying to take some space. Yeah, it looks like I don't think Ubers are getting exchanged here. I think they're just going to take the point for free.
I mean, there was an attempt by the Compound to get some damage through, but Abyss's bomb just got completely denied.
Yeah, I'm noticing both these teams don't really hold that much. They don't really contest mid that much. They're not really very forward to deny Valley. They just kind of let them have it, really. They are kind of like poking a little bit, but they don't manage to find anything. Oh, Sack goes through. Does he manage to get on the demo?
Ooh,
no.
Nice pipe. Counter bomb by Storm. Not much damage, but mostly because all of tank don't want to mess around with that too much. Already one down, don't want to fall victim to a bomb there. Abyss just waddles in. Ah, doesn't get enough. Screwb's weak though, they're trying to get it. And there you go, Aaron just walks in. There's another player down for them, but for a great reward. If not for Dejvi getting caught here as well in the low ground. Eats an arrow, eats a rocket. Storm cleans up swaini for 2. It's so messy though, they're 3 down and still have to use as well. Abyss's position might have worked for the 4C, but it gets Dejvi punished for it in the end. And there's a push coming into all the way, not just second, but lobby all the way deep here.
My face is a permanent PogChamp. But they do manage to survive. That was looking really, really scary. Does look like the Compound should be able to stalemate out on last here, though. But, ooh, tank definitely, they're looking a lot stronger this map.
Yeah, keeping it close, but I mean, let the scoreline on map not deter you from the fact that it was a close game for the first half as well.
True, yeah.
So it was by no means just Compound winning that one the entire way through and just randomly dropping around. That was a tight game for a long while. In score as much as in gameplay. And so this is not necessarily surprising here, but I mean, hey, this is not tight right now. They're in the lead and on last, so they're very much in the winning position right now more than anything. Yes, close it might be.
Yeah, could definitely still go either way. But it's we got a game on our hands. I'm excited about this one.
Compound got out of last once before, so it's certainly not undoable. But the other time they tried, not so pretty. So they probably are now a little bit more careful about that, leaving last year. Hopefully not too much. It's very easy to be too careful and just waste a lot of time checking everything. But I guess once you get hit by a spy like that, it's understandably the case, maybe? We'll see, I guess, once they get there. For now, gotta find an opportunity to leave in the first place, and they're not giving it much right now. Soldier sack is all that's really happening here. Youth doesn't get very far past the gun. Might switch off here as well once again. And in this case, the spy would actually be very justified as well, actually.
Yeah, that was the odds of that bomb. He might as well just hit killbind or walked all the way to last. Yeah, he's come up on sniper. That's exactly what they wanted there. Storm does go for the counter sack, but doesn't find anything. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, the sentry is forward, but there's no forward dispenser for the medic to hide in. So if they manage to peek the sniper bridge, it could be a little dangerous here.
You've already spotted the target, wants to go for it. Oh, had the line on the demo man, not the medic. Gun executes him just quickly enough before he can change target again. You could see the thought process there, like scopes in, sees the demo man, sees the man walk away from the scope, has to readjust and already is dead. This in deep as well, that's a lot of damage, but arrow for Fancy Elf. Not cause anyone to die here.
No, just trading sacks there. They don't stay on sniper here, so I find that a little strange. They're gonna try to do, or they're just gonna rush the flank, nearly get the roam, or nearly get Storm there. And maybe trying some other things here, but really, if I was tank there, I would have just kept going with the sniper.
Wait.
Really worked there.
Oh no, right, no, the soldier rocket gunboats thing doesn't affect you when you're shooting walls, right? Only when you're shooting humans. Never mind. I was like doing math there and I thought, wait, would Igov have died without the plugin? Because he was on concerned health after shooting the wall instead of the sentry gun. But no, he would have been dead if he had a shotgun, I guess, but that's a different topic.
Or if he C-tapped, perhaps.
Can you C-tap walls you're not standing close to?
No, that's a good
Yeah, I don't think that works this way.
I was just trying to show off my jumper main knowledge. You take more damage.
You ever just crouch on a wall?
You ever? Maybe if you wiggled into the wall slightly.
Oh, that's just a kill. I can now crouch and respawn, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same as hitting killbind again and just coming up on sniper. That's what I'm expecting to see right now. Sniper's peeking shadow, no one sees him!
Oh, not gonna happen.
Wow. If that was supported there, that was really close. Oh, he comes up on spy this time. Okay.
Ooh. At least you've seen some ideas being explored here, not just the same old right now. Oh, never mind. They're getting nuked. Oh no, Storm didn't believe. If Storm believed there in the damage, he would have gotten one more.
But now,
So what's that?
is there a chance?
Oh, there's a spy.
Be
Careful, they keep one on last this time, which should help quite a bit.
There's no way they commit to pushing out here. Oh, they do, but they're just wrapping around. They're just committing. They've all gone less. They've wrapped behind them in lobby. What the
And they
hell?
got a sap! And they can just walk on it for free!
And the spy sapped the gun. What was that play? What?
You know when you play chess?
That was wow.
It's like when you play chess, but then you stop playing chess at all and just punch the other guy in the face.
Yeah. You start just flicking their pieces around.
Just play a different game.
Wow. Wow. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Okay, okay. Compound going for the more defensive positioning again in Valley, which just lets Tank just come in here and just take all the high ground on the point. Soldier does get caught out towards House, but they manage to find the trade. Huge damage, picks up the demo there. And yeah, this is really going way of Tank right now. Compound just gonna get out. Managed to keep the med alive, but yeah, these mids from the Compound, they're just fearing a bit too much, I think.
Yeah. And at this point, they just need something different, right? And they really didn't have a really aggressive one on this map so far.
That's all there.
Well, at least their carefulness keeps Theos alive. That's the one silver lining here. But it also gets them stuck on last now, since they're falling all the way back out of second. They're still hovering around lobby, but can't get much out of it in the end.
And it looks like we're just back to last from the Compound. How much time is left in the game? I can't see on my clock for some reason.
It's 12. Have you tried hard reload scheme?
Let me try this.
Worst case, just retry the server, I guess.
Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that happens on SCVs. If like map changes, you'll like likely be stuck on the time that was left on the other map. If it's like it's a map that ends by score limit, for example.
Learning. Sure.
Or the server like changes a second fast or something.
The STV casting is it's a very weird process.
I mean, once you have some plugins, it's a lot more streamlined. Granted, I mean, when I'm doing like stuff where I'm not like exactly like casting in detail as much, like demo reviewing, I guess, for example, when I guess go more in detail than I am right now. I usually fly around 3cam much more, but normally when casting nowadays I don't. I just sit in autocam and like adjust camera accordingly when I have to.
The plugins doing the job for you, but if you're by yourself, that's much. Oh no! I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh, they're just pressing W on them.
Yeah.
Ooh, the snipe. That's gotta be it. They're 2 against 4. There's no way they win this, right? They're fighting back. They're fighting back. And this is getting so much damage already. It's the saw comes out, but the spawns can come in time. And they do it anyway.
That was insane. There's so much going through my mind there. I was like, what was happening? But wow. Okay, the Compound managed to win that situation somehow.
Igov wants to contest him here. Storm's at the very least weak on point, but Igov doesn't like the look of the scout there as well, so does not end up fighting it.
I think that's the wise move there. Wise decision. Just doing some padding damage there for the logs. And now Compound, I don't know, can they afford to stalemate here? I guess they've still got time, but 2 rounds down, they maybe.
What and Crit Creek? They're trying to clown on him.
Oh, I missed that. How are they going to take this crits though? Because they're nowhere near Valley right now.
Yes.
They need to start moving.
And surprise factor is always an option, I guess, but it really has to surprise them now.
Oh, they've got it. Have they just used Valley here?
Oh no! It's not enough. Dunk swaini, I guess. That's about it.
But now the counter use does come out from tank, and did they go too deep with the crits? No.
Doesn't look like it. Storm gets caught in the end, lands right on the sticky. He couldn't get past the wall there, but that's one down in exchange of everyone being awkwardly overextended. No good position on mid for tank, and that is getting executed on the low ground there. And it worked out perfectly for them.
The sniper in forwards? Okay, they know about it. They know about it. There's no way. There's no way.
That's actually such an underrated evil sideline.
Ooh. You know, I don't really see it that often. It's not one that I consider. Yeah, it's... Yeah, really... Yeah, you can see all the way into... Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like 50-50, right? You either like, see all of alley or you see nothing when they're going the other way.
It's kind of the same with the one on Snake, then.
I mean, kind of, but it covers point, right? Where this one doesn't, I guess. Which is much more important.
Just changed from sniper in the previous spawn, just comes back up on heavy.
Just waits for them.
Forwards, yeah, he just hello.
It's crits on last now, that could be awkward, we'll see, I guess. They obviously are aware of it on the tank, but do they play accordingly? Virgonaly certainly doesn't.
They should clean up the solis here.
Oh, they don't in time though, they trade 3-3. It's not good enough, Fancyf gets one more, they try to bomb through, take space, but the gun is still there, and that's just something the crit can't deal with properly. And that's one first snipe had to do the heavy lifting, and it just barely missed screwb and just got the scout in front of him.
That was two crits that were very, very, very nearly fat.
And the other one, at least, like, they played accordingly very smart after it ended. But this one, there was just no chance to really do that too much.
No. But now, I don't know.
That's quite time.
How play this? They do have, like, Uber ad, but they could have pushed out into second with the Uber ad, but...
It's all risky, right?
Yeah, it is risky, it is risky. It's kind of thing
one down already. Is the plan to just sap the gun and then crits through? Because that's actually really funny.
You'd hope so. They're all peeking the side of this.
Oh, they almost got the NG, actually. That's the gun down, but not what the crits was really supposed to do. It forced the Eva, I guess. They have crits head again. That's something. Abyss is just in on last as well. Hopes to maybe do something here, but won't leave alive in the end. Clean up Virgonaly with it, at least. Are they rotating in for the kills? They have still Storm in somewhere, waiting for the level 1! Got some points as well, but there's... Oh no, the backup's kind of there. They're just DMing them. And that's gonna do it! The spy repush after the crits.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't sure if that crits was really gonna work out.
We had no normal last push work so far. This was double backup and crit exchange, repush, gun sap, spy place point.
You know, I've never considered it, but now whenever I see a sentry gun on Metalworks last, I'm just always gonna run a spy.
And a crit streak.
Yeah, and a crit streak. Plus the battalions, that would be very powerful.
Last pushes, 7 repushes. That might actually be true. Well, no, it wasn't true for last map, but there was some good ones there too, actually. Anyway, they tried to take the aggression this time and mixed results, but it's not bad. They just need to actually commit. Dejvi's very hesitant about it with not full health, but tank in no such position. They don't have all the health they would like to have. They don't care. They just go in. Fancyf takes charge of the fight. Highlander and Virgonaly clean up for it as well, and just more aggressive positioning. Despite the lack of a nearly as aggressive mid as the start for Compound Wars, works out better for tank.
Yeah, it's just the exact same story over and over. The Compound just keep going valley. It just doesn't work out for them. They never brought their med house. They're not switching it up at all.
Ah, well, they're going in here, or trying to at least, but Adam gets left behind, goes down instantly on a mid fight. Ooh, I think someone just edgebucked on the fans.
Ooh.
Very on purpose, probably as well. Oh no, Aaron gets caught as well.
Oh. Is this a crumble? Is this an apple crumble from the Compound? Okay, they get forced off.
Halftime as well. They have to pay attention to everything here with like so few players.
Oh, this is so clutch right now. Oh, okay. You know, the amount of last pushes I've seen today where it's like, oh, they should win this, but then the defenders managed to hold on. I thought that was somehow going to be it, but no. It was a very, very confident last
That was
push
the most normal last push that worked this game.
Was the most normal. Yeah, you know, I was kind of waiting for something crazy to happen, but no. That was just clean.
I mean, the way they got there was already kind of weird, because it was just this, like, weird, like, staying in lobby for the Compound that got them punished tremendously. Now they're suddenly 2 down again. There's time to make the comeback happen, but it's so much harder now than it's been just a minute ago.
And they do adapt. No, they don't. They're more aggressive, but they still bring the medic backdoor, but they get early bombs. They have position now on the mids. They managed to get the med early on. They've traded meds now.
They're also down to Devil Man. They need some quick kills. There's one, so that we can flank as well. Both of them actually, one behind, one up front. find another one there. Abyss goes down eventually to Highlander, but they're keeping control of it just about with that.
Compound just barely got the better of that exchange there. Super weak on the point as well, but they've got, what is it? 5 minutes left on the clock, 2 rounds.
Back on crit squeak as well.
Oh, back on
I
crit.
hate to say it, but it worked last time.
It did. I think, yeah, it's, you know, down on time. It's a pretty good time to go for the crits. Hiding Roma, not gonna do anything in house there. They don't go through house, they go through valley. Probably the wise play.
But this is a powerful play is the question here, because they need something strong right now.
Powerful. Yes, that was powerful. They just confidently took the point there, forced tank back out onto last, and now they have crits ad. Ready for this
For long, needs to be quick here. Dejvi's lining up the shot. What's there to shoot though? The Devil Man for not lethal damage. Someone needs to get a point. Aaron takes the control of the cap here. They're just doing it. The crits scares everyone away. And that's it. Yeah. 340 for one more round for the compo to do it. And 340, the tank can't afford to lose anymore.
That was like with the chess pieces again. He didn't capture any pieces. He just like threatened them and just forced the red chess pieces to retreat there. So crits, even though it looked like it didn't really get anything, it won them the last push.
Yes, it's just like in CSGO when you win.
Yes. Or in League of Legends.
Alright, ooh, that's just a brilliant bomb by Igov. Lands on the Devil Man, Dejvi down right away. Damage on the rest of them, that's 3 down already! You're just getting munched. Virgonaly with a 2k at the end with the pistol.
And this was the mid that they really needed as well.
That's just like in Super Smash Bros. Melee when you destroy your opponent.
Ooh, okay.
Compound's now in... Well, the compound's down in a big pickle.
They really needed to win that mid, and now they've got to trade out of last year. It's the only chance that they have. They find a solid close. Okay, so close to trading through Shutter here.
Might as well just do it at this point. Oh, never mind.
Too hesitant with it, and they lost the demo for it. That's
oh, pipes!
Oh, health was so weak from the compound now. I think. Well, they have to. This is do or die. I
think they're dying.
Yeah, this is very die.
This is big death.
Oh, didn't hit the air shot at the end. I think then I reckon that's GG for tank then.
Pretty much.
Chances are
still alive.
Yeah,
just barely.
Needed.
For both teams, for that matter. Next week, the agenda goes 6 points or you're out. In a 22-point match for each of them. Check your table, see who's at 22 points. It's probably one of these guys that will go up against those people. Let's see who's at 22. It is the Spanish team, CBT, the Russians. And not that doggos. 21, you also have the Germans and Mikey Jackson, Jabbler, who might play against each other though. And a couple at 23 as well. It might be just the 22-point teams playing each other. No, that's an uneven number. So they could play one above or one below as well. But most likely they play one of the Spanish, Russian, or Doggo team. Yeah, like you play one of the 22-point teams most likely, but not 100% because there's an uneven number of those. So you could play one with less or more as well. Well, tank wins it. Well-deserved map 2 certainly did look like the better team here. Or map 2.
Ooh. Might as well just go for some big plays during dead time, but yeah. They won the game of Super Mario Bros. Yeah.
You know, that's a Super Mario Party moment. When your opponent cries, you win with RNG. Except it wasn't RNG. It's a great analogy.
Yeah, I'm not quite. I don't know if these analogies are quite landing for me.
Hey, I made some great other esport comparisons before, right?
I don't know. I think you can just compare everything to chess. You know, chess is just the best analogy.
I'm gonna make competitive Pokemon analogies in the future. Pretty sure I already did once.
Competitive Pokemon?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes. It's actually like chess, but with RNG. That's honestly not even a bad comparison.
I could not imagine that.
Like, it's chess, but your pieces have like a 30% chance to get frozen or some shit.
I guess it's kind of like the same in TF2, you know? Your pieces, you have like, depending on how much they've played MG, you level them up and it increases their chances of
Like you
winning
do in chess when you level up, of course.
Yes, when I level up my knight, spend some time capturing a dragon on thingy to give them the red buff. Is that a thing?
And then you forward smash them.
Then you hit
to
them with
defuse the bomb.
Yes.
To score a goal in Rocket League.
Oh, that's too many things.
Classic esports moment, of course. Everyone knows the moment when Simple went to bot lane and high bombed the medic for the free stock, of course. Classic moment.
My brain, I cannot handle this.
Well, you don't need to any longer because match is over. It's a tie. Both teams have a chance on playoffs next week, but they really need to win. And that's the content potentially for the next week on the streams here. It's gonna be week 7, where you either win or you cry, is the tagline for week 7. I want to see some tears. So we're gonna catch any games that matters for playoffs as much as I can. We'll see. It will be difficult to cover everything, but I'll do my best to see as much as we can here next week. It's gonna be interesting playoffs raids. As always, round about 28 might get you there. More or less, depending on what the exact situation is in each division. I think it's like technically doable mid with 27, looking at the tables right now. But it's like very unlikely. So that's like probably gonna cut it. Which also means, Ramad, if you're still watching, you're not making playoffs, my guy. I am confidently saying this, you're not making playoffs.
Way to break the news.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess, because my next game next week, don't play first day 2021, and then it's a maybe. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's a pretty big, important season-deciding game happening.
There's a lot of them, actually. And none of them are the match that I will cover next, which is Sunday, 21:15 on Team Fortress TV, which is Nerd Rage against the Bus Crew, which matters exactly a little bit for Nerd Rage, actually.
Does it matter?
Points. I mean, they need points, right?
Do they?
I mean, they're technically tied with Feint. If you were somehow to win 6-0, then they're still tied with them. And that would be awkward.
I mean, it's, I mean, we could...
Wait, does Feint have one game left to play? I guess that matters, I guess.
I mean, surely
yes,
not,
Feint do. Feint still have to play Gada. So, like, it theoretically could matter if you're insane. If all your power talk is like actually important, then it might make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's not important for us, but if we can cause some chaos on the leaderboards,
that would be funny. I mean, it's already chaos on the leaderboards anyway.
It's What was the game recently?
Gada won against Global Clan, and I need to watch that back still. Actually, I haven't yet.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch that game. It's because Global Clan played us in the warm-up scrims, and if you lose to Bus Crew in the warm-up scrims, there's something wrong. They were cursed. Yeah, we kind of won Gada that official, so they can pay me the couple of keys.
All right, well that's it from here. Like I said, stream on Sunday on TFTV. Next week will be the funny week, where tiers are in high demand. I'll see you guys then, and yeah, see you next week.